D-A-Y-S-U-C-K-S.
In theaters now.
That's a nice trick.
From the director of The Matrix Reloaded.
Surprised to see me?
It's the X-Lax Unloaded.
You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland.
No way.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want.
Do we proceed? Yes.
We gotta go.
Here we go.
Let's jump.
The X-Lax Unloaded.
This has been a most unusual day.
Anybody out there do your homework over the weekend?
No.
That's our first question. Nobody did it?
No.
You think they done it? No. Okay, here's our preliminary poll for today. A little quickie. 1 hour poll. Eric is going to get this up right away, right?
Okay.
What are you asking me?
You asking him?
Come on, Eric, let's get with it, okay? We don't have time for you to, diddle around. Poll number 1. How do you rate the movie Requiem for a Dream? 6 choices. Never saw it. Neil's right, it's great. Good. Okay.
Okay.
Weak. Or it sucks. Now, it was on again on the Independent Film Channel, Friday night.
Right.
Saturday morning, 12:15 in a.m., meaning Friday night. So it was there. There's no excuse. 6, Wayne Newton, 24, Sly Stallone, 23, Julia Roberts, 22, Queen Latifah, 21, Jay Leno, 20, David Hasselhoff, 19, Marilyn Monroe, 17, Newhart, 14, Christina Aguilera, 10, Carol Channing, 8. You know who I always get confused? Because in their doterage, they both look like the same person. Carol Channing and Phyllis Diller.
Okay.
Ever see them together?
No, and throw Edie Gourmet in there, too.
No, come on. Oh, that's just another anti-Semantic comment.
Oh, is that what that was?
Colin Farrell, 7. Colin Powell, 49. Dean Martin, 6. Kevin Costner, 6. Bono, 6. Bing Crosby, 4. And Johnny Carson also with 4 out of 1,732 votes. See, I told you it was sacrilegious to put Johnny Carson on there. Didn't I tell you that? And we got faxes. Now we can go ahead and put that new poll up there. See, now Eric was just waiting for me. My bad. Sorry. He was waiting for me to read the poll from Friday. Just way ahead of myself. It's this new schedule. Don't you think that must be it?
Sure, why not?
Plus the fact that our sales department is like, they're AWOL. Don't give them the Glengarry leads, whatever you do, okay? Not to that bunch. No, seriously, don't give the Glengarry leads to that sales department. So over the weekend, I did see 2 more great movies, and they both were excellent. Glengarry Glen Ross, sensational. Al Pacino was playing Petey Lenny in that movie.
Are you talking to me?
He was playing Petey Lenny, and Jack Lemmon was so good it was scary.
Yeah.
He was great. And boy, if that movie didn't prove what I've always told you on this show about salespeople.
Salespeople are iceholes.
Yeah. It's sad. You know, I think that's going to be tomorrow's poll. I don't know how you word it, but what job is the worst, the most, I don't know how you word that, most pathetic?
I think I did it twice. The worst job that you could have in South Florida, but...
No, not in South Florida. Forget about South Florida. I'm just talking about the worst job you could have in general.
Or the most degrading job, maybe.
Oh, God. How would you like to have to be a salesman?
Been there, done that. Never
Come
again.
on, don't you want to, you want to buy some spots?
No.
Huh? Anybody want to buy some spots?
No.
Not on this station lately. Our sales department must be watching Glengarry Glen Ross. They ought to bring in Alec Baldwin just to do that scene. Just to do that scene one time. Sit those losers down at their desks and let him come in there and just ream them an ass. In fact, that whole thing looked like a typical QM sales meeting, shouldn't it? Only Screw Ann butched up just a little bit. Well, we sure got a lot of faxes here from over the weekend. And I will say this, from that poll that we had over the weekend about the most overrated entertainer of all time, the show ended at 2 o'clock on Friday. Problem being that the audience at that point all of a sudden got really motivated to start sending in names. So we had about 5 million more names come in, but a little bit too late. Let's see. Here's another list of movies. I don't understand this. Well, my sources say these are also worth the time. When a Stranger Calls, excellent movie. But what is this list?
I guess he wants you to see those movies.
Seen it. Once Upon a Time in America is coming out on DVD in any minute, very soon. Okay, we'll get to that. We're movie intensive lately, and why the hell not? Also saw Memento. For those of you doubting Thomases out there who's, you watch the first 5 or 15 minutes of that and turn it off. No, I did not. I thought it was very good. I mean, it was mind-blowing. Kind of like... Yeah, in other words, it's cerebral. It's one of those that really is going to weigh very heavily on your brain. And if you're not in the mood for that, then don't watch it, because then you will shut it off. Just write yourself a note on your arm to shut it off when it gets to the 5-minute mark. Man, you could spend hours dissecting that movie.
Sure. And I have.
Have you?
Hours.
Well, I mean, in your case, what else are you going to do under the overpass?
Right.
Can't you just see all the homeless people under the overpass? Well, what did you think about Memento? What about that scene where Teddy was, let's see, here's some faxes about Pharrell. The new guy, Pharrell, kicks ass, it says.
Oh!
Yeah! Anybody that can say...
He's just like, the kid's got a gun. The mom goes in, he's holding this package. He comes out, the kid's got 2 pistols.
Yeah, he's obsessed with packages. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Says, anybody that comes in and kicks Danny Boy in the balls is good by me. Pharrell rocks. Requiem for a Dream. What a great movie next to Johnny Depp and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Oh, I haven't got that yet. Is that one we decided I should see?
I don't think so.
No?
I couldn't get through it.
Really?
A lot of people had that problem. I saw it. I liked it. I thought the acting was great, but it is out there. Like, really out there.
That's not why I couldn't get through it.
Like, with monsters running around because they're tripping and you see the monsters.
That's why I couldn't get through it.
Oh, that good, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of like The Beast.
And I like Johnny Depp and...
By the way, Pharrell, a little tip. We love you. We're delighted to have you, but keep the Beast off the air as much as possible, okay? Get him off. That's the one thing I agree with Mo on, man. He is just, he's too much.
This is the Beast.
Yeah, go away, Beast. Go eat a few meals. You and Zach, go have a couple of breakfasts together. Billy in Boca, this fax about, he says, finally back-to-back kick-ass shows.
Oh!
There you go. We're finally having a little bit of fun here on the radio, is what we're doing. As opposed to that morbid, depressing crap we went through for well over a year with the Mole Man. The Mole Man. Oh, go away. Okay, let's see. How do you rate the movie Requiem for a Dream? The new poll is up. This is only the first hour. Then I got a doggy poll. Can you believe I'm actually thinking about getting another dog?
No, I can't believe that.
I'm thinking.
For up there? Obviously.
No, not for up here. I can't have a dog in my building. For down there, for in my house. Let's see. Okay, I just voted. Neil's right. It's great. Let's see. 21 votes already. This is good. Never saw it, 10. Neil's right. It's great, 7. Good, 2. 1, weak. 1, it sucks, and nobody says okay. Well, whoever said it sucks, we're going to come to your house and break both of your legs. You have to have no taste. You have to be the vanilla bean speck guy. That's got to be the guy who said it sucks.
Maybe some people just don't like movies.
That could be it. Or maybe they just don't understand it. They don't get it.
Let's not forget.
Or maybe they took too many orange pills before they watched it. I mean, that movie was so good that it just shocked me right out of my seat. Right. You know what I mean? In other words, when I sat down to watch it, I wasn't prepared for it to be that good.
Nope.
But it was. Mm-hmm. It was riveting. It was mind-blowing, and you just get involved, and your head starts spinning like a dreidel. Sarah, and we all feel like a little bit of Sarah Goldfarb is in us, you know what I'm saying?
Or Harry.
Do something about that arm, Harry. Oh, man. Don't shoot in that thing. Oh, God. Yeah, by the time he was in hospital, it was starting to look just a little on the nasty. Maybe like a little infected, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. Wow. Anyway, we'll get to all these faxes and to some calls and to we got a lot of good stuff going on now. Almost feel like we got a real radio station going on except for our sales department, who ought to be in Glengarry Glen Ross. Although, you know something? We don't have any salespeople who live up to any of those characters, to Ed Harris or Al Pacino Or certainly not to Jack Lemmon.
No.
No way.
Well, I think Bob
The closest
Eisenberg...
we came was Pacino and of course, he ain't there anymore, Petey Lenny.
I think Bob Eisenberg is the Jack Lemmon character.
Is he?
Sad.
Jewish?
Yeah.
Loser. 12 minutes after 10 at 5-6, bad hair. How low can they go? Now the financial group, now what is that? Bongos. You see this?
No.
Got any bongos?
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Now the financial group does the limbo under the lowest refinance rate. How low? 1.95%. That's right, it's true. Now you can refinance your home or buy a new home and get super low 1.95% financing with financial group. Call 1-800-940-LEND. That's 1-800-940-LEND. Music. If you're even thinking about refinancing or buying real estate, call Financial Group 1-800-940-LEND and talk about savings. Check this out. When in doubt, a $100,000 loan, you pay only $368 a month. If you have a $200,000 loan, your payments are only $736 a month. Call Financial Group at 1-800-940-LEND and get the low, amazing rate you're looking for, 1.95%. Interest rates are at all-time lows, so don't wait. Call now and get the amazing rate of 1.95% from Financial Group. 1-800-940-LEND. They'll explain it to you. That's Financial Group. 1-800-940-LEND. They're an equal housing lender. Credit restrictions apply. Rates subject to change monthly. 5.19 APR.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Floridians, dumb as dirt.
Put out some good reviews, so I went right away. Shelled out $20 for a movie pass, a Coke and some Milky Ways. With a handful of candy, went through the doors of that marquee. Damn, I had a first-class ticket, but I was late as a man can be. See, I walked in during Matrix. I walked in and I could not find one seat. Then I walked out on the Matrix. Figured, hell, I'll wait for the DVD.
I don't think that's one that's going to be on my list. Matrix Parts 1 through 100, that will not make my list.
Whoa.
You think?
I know Kung Fu.
No thanks. Anyway, so I also saw last night, because it's another one of those movies when it comes on the TV, I can't turn it off, probably because Brad Pitt looks so good in it, and that's A River Runs Through It. I was just dissing that movie on Friday, remember?
Right.
Talked about how depressing and morbid it was. It really isn't until the part where he dies, and they just, huh?
Right.
Well, that's almost at the end of the movie.
I know, and then they just kind of glom right over that.
Yeah, they they called Craig Shefford out of the police station again, which they do like every 5 minutes in there, because Brad's got a little bit of a problem. He looks real good, and he's a wonderful fisherman. And
right.
He's a real clever guy, and he's got lots of stories, you know. There's lots of stories.
Shadow casting.
But he's got a little bit of a gambling problem, a little bit of a boozing problem. He's dating these Indian chicks all the time, and they're not too fond of that. Isn't it kind of strange, though? It's like something out of Guiding Light. The mafia in Springfield, wherever that's supposed to be.
Right.
And here you had the mob in Montana.
Right. I know those guys.
Huh?
Don't like them Indians. And the Indians, you know, they're a pain in the ass, man.
The mob in Montana, they beat him up and beat the crap out of him and killed him.
They need to stay on the res, those Indians.
But that actually is a pretty good movie until the really depressing part is right at the end, which I never noticed this before, and I've seen it about 10 times. Right at the end of the movie. And, of course, Craig Sheffer is doing the narration because he was Brad Pitt's older brother. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the movie, the narration is continuing, and he's talking about the river and under the rocks and all this philosophical bullcrap. And then you see this old man who's fly fishing there in a stream, and you realize it's him.
Right.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. I don't want to see. I don't want to know from it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see somebody who was like human living and breathing like 50 years later. It's like going to a class reunion 50 years after you graduate. No thanks. No thank you. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, yeah.
This sad-looking old man, he's there in the stream, and you think, oh, my God. I mean, it wasn't bad enough that he got the raccoon eyes right off the bat in the movie. What happened to him anyway, Craig Sheffer?
I don't know.
It's like somebody beat him up with a baseball bat and just shoveled both eyes back into the... No, it's a pretty good movie. River Runs Through It.
It's low key, but it's
and
good.
And Daddy, who was very low key, Preacher Daddy, he hit it right on the head when after Brad Pitt died, he said he was beautiful. Well, now, what are you laughing about?
No, it's just
that to me is now, of course, being where I'm coming from, being an old fag, but he sure was. I'm thinking, right on, Dad. He sure was. He ain't too beautiful no more, probably, but he sure was beautiful. Well, it's pretty unusual. You don't find in most movies which are geared toward heterosexual mainstream America out there, you don't find most movies calling a guy beautiful,
Right.
But it is interesting about Brad Pitt. He must not be threatening. I don't know what it is. But you notice?
Brad Pitt God.
Yeah, see, anybody, male, female, children, animals, everybody in this country feels comfortable saying, oh yeah, he's a beautiful guy, Brad Pitt. If you said that about anybody else, they'd you get their dander up. They'd start picking dandelions. Here's a fax from Jim who says, in light of your past views about John Henry's Boston Red Sox who were in Toronto this weekend, I thought you'd be interested in this extraordinary sentence in the Red Sox notebook in the Boston Globe, May 28. Medical personnel will meet with the Sox this afternoon to educate them on the SARS virus. Some players have expressed concern about playing in the city, meaning Toronto, which also has had cases of mad cow disease recently. Oh, God! As a precaution, Nesson will not do the in-crowd interviews during this series. Oh, no wonder the Red Sox left here with their tail between their ass, beside getting their ass kicked every day by the Blue Jays. Oh, I love that. Also had cases of mad cow disease. They had one cow in Alberta, which is about a zillion miles from here, one cow that had mad cow disease, but now we got SARS, we got mad cow, we got, oh, Jesus.
Back bacon.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, Pharrell's right about Boston and its sports teams and their fans, especially the Red Sox fans, and the Bruins fans, and the Celtics. They suck. Including some of the guys who broadcast their games over the years. I don't want to mention anybody who used to do the Celtic games. Sucks. Here's a fax that says, I'm not a sports fan, but I love the new guy. Scott this morning only caught the last hour of his broadcast. He made my morning. I was laughing out loud. I love that he had the balls to say what he said about Dan Marino being in Dan Marino land. I am horrified by the article you read about the guy in the chat room. I'm seriously thinking of moving to Canada. Also, George, see, this is before they found your little dog.
Right.
I'm so sorry about your dog. I love my pets as much as I love my daughter. I'd be frantic. Good luck. In fact, George said he wouldn't mind to have lost the little girl. Not Sabrina, of course.
She's
the little girl. He would have. Now that's it. See, you're not going to give me an honest answer to that. If you had a choice between losing your little dog and the new little baby that you didn't want,
dog.
Thanks, Linda. Yeah, I know you want to go home again. So George got his dog back. If anybody missed the later part of the show Friday.
Oh.
I'm thinking about getting another dog. I don't know why. Dogs have been such an important part of my life the last 14 years that when I go home, it feels like there's something missing,
They've done studies that lowers blood pressure, elongates your life.
Yeah.
If you have a pet.
Anyway, here's a fax that says, because nobody's perfect, we don't want him to get a swelled head. Freewheelin' Franklin says, I think Pharrell sucks. He's got no talent or knowledge about anything. He sounds like the illegitimate child of the water Nazi and Carl from Sling Blade. Yeah, what's your point?
He's great. He's losing a little hair and back.
I think the over-under for Pharrell will be about 30, man. That's 30 minutes more than we need to hear. I think hearing Dwight Lauderdale eating Ann Bishop's dried-out ass would be more entertaining. Oh, what a disgusting thought. Did you ever see Dwight Lauderdale and Fuzzy Bear from the Muppets in the same room together?
Who?
Fuzzy Bear from the Muppets. You should know that. You got little kids. Patrick and Boca faxes. Boy, they sure were busy with the faxes over the weekend, weren't they?
Yeah.
2 suggestions for cards or whatever. I think he means carts. Is that what you're trying to say, Patrick? Carts?
Uh-huh.
From Requiem for a Dream. Be excited. Be excited. We don't have that, but we have...
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
And we got a winner. I do like that one. That guy's great. That Mort Downey Jr. lookalike, that guy's sensational. We got a winner. But you'll notice the one interesting thing, she never, during the entire movie, she never turns on the TV when there's anything different but that program on.
Right.
It's always on. Also, would someone at QM tell Mo he's been demoted? He hasn't figured it out yet. He is an asshole, says Patrick.
Absolutely correct, sir.
You got your thumb on it, Patrick and Boca. You know, Memento, I'm thinking if they would have named it properly, it should have been called Demento, not Memento.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, you should pop a couple of pills before you watch it.
Take close
George
attention.
can tell you which colors.
Red and blue.
Because it is a mind-blowing experience. Just write it down on your shoulder, a reminder. Pop the green one at, Let's see how many votes we got on here. How do you rate Requiem for a Dream? And this, of course, was your homework. It's been on now a couple of times on Independent Film Channel since we started talking about it. 114 votes. Never saw it, 65. 57% never saw it. What is wrong with you people? Try to turn you on to something good. And they got excuses. They're busy watching the Marlin game. Not. I mean, what is it that they're doing? Probably playing golf. A lot of golf. Neil's right, it's great, 27. It sucks, 9. Good, 9. Weak, 2, and okay, 1. 9 people say it sucks. I don't believe it. Could it be possible that there are 9 people with such unctuous, nasty lack of taste in the universe?
No.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't
those
believe
are just
it.
the professional contrary assholes.
Now, let's see. George and Beaner Boy are trying to talk me into watching Shallow Grave, Training Day, and then I looked on the, I don't know, what the hell was I looking for?
You might not like Training Day. It's a Denzel movie. I don't know if you have a problem with him.
No.
Did a really good job in it. He got,
Well, what does that
Academy
mean? Do
Award.
I have a problem with Denzel Washington? Why is that?
I don't know.
Didn't I just love 7?
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Until we got to the, what's in the box?
That's more
Until we got to
human,
that. Yeah, one thing about Brad Pitt, he's like either very good or very bad, you know? Am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, that movie, what was the movie? We just mentioned it before when we went down that list about where they had his hair dyed blonde.
Oh,
Across
the
the track?
Tibet movie.
To the Tibet one. I
7
mean,
years in Tibet.
Oh, I saw the clips from that movie. So help me. I mean, that was enough to just make you, want to barf. When he puts on the bad phony accent, that's when he's really bad. He does the worst phony with like the southern drawl, you know.
Oh,
He does the
good
worst.
early Grace.
Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. He's either very, very good or very squirt bad. He's the pits. Anyway, here's this long list of flicks. See, my goal is, since I know nothing about movies, and I remember the day that somebody bitched us out. That fax we got, well, gee, I never heard anybody, you guys know nothing at all about movies.
Right.
Well, I don't know, it's never been my hobby. If you're going to watch a lot of recent and old movies, it's got to be a hobby of yours. Now that I got my DVD player up here, and I got plenty of time. Oh, and let me also tell you one other thing. This going back to 10 to 2 is the great, 1 hour makes such an incredible difference in my life. I can stay up till like 11:30 or midnight. I can watch movies late at night. I can like I have a life again. That 9 to 1 crap, it was like doing a morning show.
Right.
And when you get to be a doddering old man, I don't want to mention no names, but when you get to be a doddering old man, the last thing in the world you want to do is have to go to bed real early and get up real early in the morning.
And after years, talk about having your biological clock programmed.
Right. This has been like somebody gave me my life back. So thanks a lot to somebody. I would thank Greg, but of course he's the one that screwed me up in the first place. It just has made all the difference in the world. I feel seriously, like somebody has given me my goddamn life back. 28 past 10 at 560 WQAM. Barbecues galore. What a place. They have an exceptional selection of grills that you won't find anyplace else because nobody else has them. This week, check out their incredible deal on the 3-burner barbecue chef for only $199 with 42,000 BTUs, a 625 square inch cooking area, and a built-in hood thermometer. You can't beat this deal for a propane or natural gas grill. For all you traditionalists out there, check out the Beefmaster Charcoal Grill for $199. With more than 600 square inches of cooking space, cast iron cooking grills, an adjustable fire grate, and a full-width ash catcher, both of these grills will make a perfect Father's Day gift. What day is Father's Day? I'll be sure and get Dad something good. And speaking of Father's Day, Barbecues Galore's got hundreds of great gift ideas for Dad for under $50. Barbecues Galore carries the biggest selection of barbecues and accessories, including liquid propane, natural gas, charcoal, smokers, tailgate supplies, all, here comes one of the best parts, at the guaranteed lowest prices in the universe, too. Also take advantage of no payment, same as cash financing until January 2004 on approved credit. Barbecues galore. You'll find stores in Plantation and University Drive and a Fountain Shopping Center. Call 954-423-1400. And at Coral Springs at 7485 West Sample Road. That's corner of Sample and Rock Island. Call them there at 954-757-6668. Now that it's 100 degrees every day in the shade, this is something you ought to be thinking about. A trip to Barbecues Galore. Everything you need for barbecuing waiting for you in one great store.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Yeah.
Her hair's pretty nice, as big as a parking lot. And her yellow tank top is distracting my whole train of thought. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know if they're real or they're not? But her hair is pretty nice, as big as a parking lot. Her pair of double D's belong in a D-cup museum. And I paid 20 grand for a minute and a half just to see them. No, 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 don't it always seem to go that you don't know if they're real or they're not? But her pair's pretty nice, as big as a parking lot. Hey, father, take a look at what I see now. Oh man, she got one set of melons. Let's talk about the birds and the bees. Please, don't it always seem to go that you don't know if they're real or they're not? But her pair is pretty nice, as big as a parking lot. Her pair is pretty nice, they're as big as a parking lot.
10:33. I'm thinking every day we ought to do, although Eric might get a little bit nervous about it. Too bad. Give him a little exercise, okay? Work off a couple of calories. Every day between 10 and 11, what we ought to do is do a preliminary pull prior to our regular pull for the day.
Okay.
On a different movie every day.
Okay.
Huh?
The pre-poll.
Like tomorrow we could do Memento, or I mean, just mention that in passing. Could be anything. Could be happiness.
Or unhappiness.
Here's a fax that says the narrator for a river that runs through it is Robert Redford. Well, I'll be damned. Another similar great Brad Pitt movie. See, I never said that A River Runs Through It was great. Now you're getting a little bit carried away. It was schmaltzy. It was fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was good. It certainly wasn't a great movie. It's not in the same league with. But anyway, Legends of the Fall. I noticed that you got like an asterisk.
Yeah.
And said much better, though similar. Oh, much better than A River Runs Through It?
Yeah, it's another Montana. Brad Pitt's in Montana
Epic.
again. But this one has more meat. It's they take off and do some World War
It has more of Brad Pitt's meat? Well,
yeah.
I'll be sure to get that today.
Actually it does.
It does?
It's way more interesting. It's
what do you mean by that? Don't give me the big tease. What does that mean?
I don't remember how much of his meat he shows.
I don't know.
Well, we already seen it on the internet, and believe me, it was like skinny and
some
hooked.
hunting.
It was like a crocheting needle.
He fights a grizzly. It's got stuff.
Yeah. Didn't you think it looked like a crocheting needle?
Corkscrew.
Have you ever reeked more than yesterday at the end of the day?
No, not really. Anyway, and also the same fax, it was off to such a good start, this fax. It was so promising. Then it says, Requiem for a Dream, hated the first 20 minutes and couldn't continue. Boring.
The opening credits weren't boring in that movie.
I want to cry. I just really want to cry. How could anybody say that movie was boring? Especially anybody who lives in South Florida. When she goes outside with her little fold-up chair. Oh, I mean, that's South Florida, folks. I hate to break the news to you, especially those of us who've been around long enough to remember the pre-South Beach glory days. Back in the days when South Beach had degenerated in nothing but a bunch of ACLFs and nursing homes.
Right.
And all the old yentas were sitting out there on their lawn chairs all day staring off into space. That was South Beach, baby. When I was at, W Snooze, one of my sponsors was, or maybe it was on KAT, a long time ago, the Continental. You know what the Continental was? It was an adult communal living facility, an ACLF. Now, of course, that was back in the days, that was like almost 30 years ago. So I was like living and breathing at that point, like a young man compared to the doddering old fart that I am now. And, of course, when you advertise for some of these people, you have to go out and see their joint. Oh, wow. I remember like it was only yesterday, the tour through the Continental, the ACLF. Oh, it's so schmaltzy in there. In fact, I think I saw Sarah Goldfarb in there. She was just kind of staring off into space. Nice haircut, Sarah.
Nice do.
Yeah, nice do, honey.
Honeydew.
Anyway, here's the facts that said, did you see? Oh, and this is embarrassing to me because the poll we did over the weekend, we left off such obvious choices that I just, and it's not our fault, it's the audience's fault. We gave you 4 hours to call in with your suggestions. God. It says, did you see that Keanu Reeves, he should have been on there, star of highly acclaimed motion pictures such as Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Speed 1 and 2, is getting 15% of the gross off the two Matrix movies. That comes out to a little more than $200 million. 200 freaking million. Mr. Reeves just passed Oprah and Vanna White to top the list of no talented, filthy, rich American icons. I'm 6. Is this fact? Yeah, Vanna White and Pat Sajak. How come they weren't on our list?
Right. Because of them.
Oh, brother, because of the audience. I mean, two such very obvious choices. Here's John in Miami who wants me to plug another thing coming up. I'll think about it, John, okay? You're using the show to the point of, I'm having a good time here, and it's a meeting of a debate about the Patriot Act. I mean, that's all well and good. Are they going to change anything? No. They're going to change nothing. I mean, we'll continue putting stuff up on the website and all day, and once in a while I'll read a couple of bedtime stories if there's something really good. But we're not going to change the world. Let's face it, you're screwed. You're effed. We're all screwed. So all you can do is just do the best you can. Enjoy your life and do the best you can. And vote for anybody but Bush next year. That's all I can tell you. Here's a call from Miami Lakes. Hello.
Yo, God.
Yes, sir.
What a weekend. It's so good to have you back. What a fascinating weekend. First of all, last night they had that show, 44 Minutes, the LA Shootout, on Fox, and I'm watching it, and the guy says, ain't that a load of S? And he said the whole word, and I said, wait a minute, this isn't cable. They not only said
FX, it was cable.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
They not only said the S word, but they also showed one of the perpetrators giving the finger. I thought that was a no-no. But then I was watching...
Well, why is that? Why is that a no-no?
Oh, I don't know. I just assumed unless you're on cable, you can't give the bird.
What's on cable?
Oh, okay. And I was watching the book clubs. You should have seen O'Reilly and Al Franken go at it. Al Franken was chewing him up. He came out with a new book about lies and liars and the lies that they just tried to deceive. It's the whole thing about how the Republicans are trying to convince everybody that the Democrats are weasels when in fact they're not. But they were going at it.
No, the Democrats are weasels. They don't have to convince me the Democrats are weasels.
Michael Moore is the man for president. This man is the only one that makes sense to me.
Amen.
And by the way, Keanu Reeves wasn't in Speed 2, but I agree with you on the poll.
Okay, thanks. Well, I'm just reading the facts, okay? I'm not a Keanu Reeves fan, although he was good in that one movie which you didn't see, and I can never think of the name of it, about the one where he's plays the ass murderer, and he's kidnaps the broad, and they're up there on the roof, and then I can't think of who else was in that. You know what I'm talking about, Boner Boy?
No, I don't think so.
Plays the nutcase, and he kidnaps the chick, and they're up there on the roof, and he's got her tied up, and whatever that is.
Well, I'm compelled.
No, it was a pretty good movie. But other than that, I can live without Keanu Reeves. He just leaves me limp, Good. And then there's this long list on this one fax of all these movies which I mentioned before. When a Stranger Calls, which we've already talked about that a million times. Have you checked the children? We put that line in there, on that movie drop-in thing. Remember that? Yeah. Well, write it down on your arm. Last Temptation of Christ, didn't see that.
It was good.
In fact, I didn't see almost any of these. Spinal Tap.
It's low-key comedy. Just
American Graffiti. Saw that. Of
course.
Butcher Boy.
Hey.
Wiener Boy.
Never saw it, but I want to.
6 Degrees of Separation.
I did see Butcher Boy. 6 Degrees of Separation is probably the worst sued movie ever.
Okay.
Agreed.
Once Upon a Time in America, like I said, it's great. It's about 75 hours long, and it's coming out on DVD any minute. The Great Dictator, The Brothers McMullen, Lost Highway, Blow Up, Don't Look Now, Welcome to the Dollhouse. That's the same director as did Happiness.
And I did see that, but I forgot.
Oh. The Producer and The Doctor. Hello, Doctor. Oh, speaking of doctors, Muff's go to the doctor tomorrow. Oh, I shouldn't mention that.
Rectum.
Just give you a clue as to what it is. What? Well, he's reaching that point in his life. We all get a little bit older. It happens to the best of us. It'll happen to you too, mister, when I got to check out your Hershey Highway.
Rectum.
That's right. As a matter of fact, I have a feeling when that doctor looks in there with that little periscope tomorrow, he's going to discover there's been a lot of traffic on that highway. 10:41. Catch my drift? Oh, my God.
Me, Josh, Joe Z, and Tree the Engineer, man, we were...
Oh, see, in the middle of taping Feral there, I got part of the Beast. Wait, Beast, listen, go away. He's going to make a bad mistake if he puts that punk on the air a lot. Stop making him like your sidekick. Oh, I can't think of anything worse. That would be like an act of self-destruction on his part. Now, how's the poll coming? How do you rate the movie Requiem for a Dream? 199 votes already? Well, at least they're responding anyway, even though they didn't do their homework. Never saw it, 111, 56%. Never seen it yet. Well, at least there's some hope there, right?
There's hope.
Neil's right, it's great, 50. Well, that's the leading category. Let's hear it.
Oh!
25%. 50 people say it's great. Good, 17. It sucks, 14. Weak, 4. And okay, just 2.
Okay.
I don't know what it is with you people, huh? Paper or plastic? Vanilla bean speck or vanilla just plain? Without the beans. And I was just telling George and Boner Boy before the show this morning, I discovered bacon, pre-cooked bacon. See, there's another category. It's never too old to start learning things, because I never cooked bacon before. I was talking about it last week, and I got all these suggestions, all one of them, which is the way to do it. Huh?
Whatever happened to sizzling? Remember that?
Yes.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, but didn't it cause your guts to, like, fall out or something like that?
It doesn't.
I'll tell you, if I keep eating this much bacon, I might go in there and make another batch during the break. Oh, no, I can't. Not during these breaks today. I don't. That's one good thing.
Oh, a batch of bacon.
Mm-hmm. No, not that kind. Not unless there's another Brad Pitt movie. Now, he's, you know. Although that one movie, what was it, Across the Toulouse-La Tracks?
Yeah.
Was that it? With Ricky Schroeder? He looked really good in that movie, boy. He looked really... In fact, there was no story there. It was very depressing. It was morbid. And didn't he also get the crap beat out of him in that movie?
Yeah, by a drug dealer.
Yeah, oh, that's right, drug dealer. So this is Brad Pitt's role in life. Because he looks so good, we got to kick the crap out of him, which, of course, was the basis for that whole movie, The Fight Club. Just beat the crap out of him. Just put his nose where his ass used to be. That'll teach him a lesson for looking so good. Plus, he's got a crocheting needle for a penis. 10:43 at 560 WQM. Here's something that's really great. Oom-Med. Oom-Med soft gels contain the finest olive oil you'll find even with a search party. Not just ordinary everyday pedestrian olive oil, but super concentrated good stuff loaded with health benefits for you. Oom-Med in your mouth every day can help reduce the risk of heart disease and high cholesterol. And now there are 14, count them, 14 different Oom-Med formulas for you to choose from, each one combining the best olive oil with vitamins and minerals, herbals to support specific health needs, from your bones to your blood pressure to your immune system. All you do is just pick out the formulas that are right for you and the parts of your health that you need to work on. Now there are 3 new Oom-Med formulas, one to help you sleep, one to help you control your weight, and Cell Q10 for your heart. Pick some up today at Publix, Eckerd's, Walgreens, Whole Food Markets, Navarro's, and Sedano's. Here's something good to pop in your mouth. If only Sarah would have been doing Oom-Med, you know it? You can order it online, OleoMedAmerica.com, or if you want more information on the products, call toll-free 1-866-Oom-Med. That's 1-866-653-6633. Pick up some Oom-Med today, and for better health, start popping it in your lovely puss.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
It stinks in Miami town at 560 WQAM.
Mr. Lecter, save me a piece. I'm disappointed you passed on Clarice. Still eating people right after you kill them. Not even leaving behind a tiny crumb. The Lecter, finger licking. He claims that people taste just like chicken. If you see Hannibal on the streets, better honor you a dead meat.
Unbelievable.
Mr. Lecter, I've got to ask, how do you eat things through that funky mask? Though it looks good, you can't move your jaw. The first cannibal is a silly straw. Lecter, I wish I saw
I think I just figured out how we keep Fat Boy and Zach and Josh Friedman alive. It's the Dr. Lecter mask with a red ball in the mouth. Huh? For about 3 months. Don't you think that might do it?
Padlock, of course.
That might do the job. How about tomorrow we do in the first hour Glengarry Glen Ross?
Okay.
You think?
I'm up for that.
Because I know that's one of your very favorites.
Yes,
and mine, too. I thought it was great.
I normally don't like those kinds of movies.
Oh, it was excellent. And Jack Lemmon was so damn good that it was really scary.
Yeah, I had no idea that he could actually act like that. I mean, I always liked him, but...
Well, why do you say that?
Because I've never seen him in, like, heavy drama.
You saw Mass Appeal.
Yeah, but I forgot.
No, that was a good movie. All you anti-religion, anti-Catholic Church people definitely ought to see Mass Appeal with Jack Lemmon. In fact, we should start adding that to our list. But tomorrow we'll do Glengarry Glen Ross. How do you rate Requiem for a Dream, we're asking today in our 9 to 10, 10 to 11, excuse me. See? Force of habit. 226 votes. Never saw it, 122. 53.9%. Neil's right, it's great, 57. Good, 21. See, we're making progress. It sucks, 16. Okay, 5. Just okay.
Oh, okay.
And weak, 4. So the negative votes, 20 out of 226. Not really all that bad, huh?
No.
One of the 10 best movies of all time. You can bet Beaner Boy's life on it, okay? Make no mistake. Oh, Beaner Boy ain't getting paid this next payday. On the 10th? Is that for real, or is he just pulling your leg about that?
That's for real.
Hey, listen, Clarence, I don't want to start giving you any directions in life, but you're supposed to be the program director. You're about 15 years old, and you're already, at least in name, the program director of a major market radio station. Why don't you, get with it, okay? Start being like a mensch and stop being an overgrown child. You know, he's got to be on the UM out there with a beast, sweating and farting and puking and doing UM. Stop being a sports nerd, okay, Clarence? You're supposed to be beyond that. If you're going to play the role of program director, you have to graduate beyond that. Especially if our operations manager tomorrow goes through that test and they find some kind of thing crawling around in his
rectum.
Wow. Wouldn't that be something? Good luck on your test tomorrow, Mr. Operations Manager. God, he is such a hypochondriac. You know what, Muff? Man, a real basket case. I don't think he ought to be watching Requiem for a Dream. You know what I mean? It might set him back a little bit.
Like backslide?
No, he's just too emotionally unstable to watch a movie like that. Let me say this, if you're emotionally unstable, do not watch Requiem for a Dream, or definitely not Memento. Because if you have, certain emotional problems and you watch Memento, you'll be, writing crap all over your body and on walls. In fact, that goes back to the graffiti thing we were talking about.
Right.
You'll be writing messages all over the goddamn place. Of course, there is no such thing as graffiti. I just made it up. Just like glory holes. I just manufactured that just to aggravate all the heteros out there. There's no such thing as a glory hole, is there?
Part of your stage.
So Joe Z is a funky-looking guy.
Even he recognized old penis face when he saw him.
Yeah, I've seen something look like that before.
Here's a call from West Palm Beach. Hello.
Neil, good morning. How are you?
Yes, sir. Buenos dias to you, sir.
Wanted to see if you've ever seen that movie House of Games with
No.
Joe Mantegna.
No.
Excellent movie. That P.J. Walsh is in there. It's kind of like an ensemble of. I don't want to give anything about the movie away because it's such a great movie.
House of Games?
House of Games with Joe Mantegna, I think it is. I think that's how you say his last name. He's like the hood in Godfather 3.
Right.
And then it's like a ensemble of a lot of fine actors. And then $20. It's either $20 bill or $20. It's like what happens to a $20 bill in a 24-hour in a typical day of a $20 bill. What happens to it?
Mm-hmm.
They've got again a lot of like that Steve Buscemi's in it, and there's a lot of character actors that you might not know their names, but say, oh yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, seen him a million times.
Two really good movies, though. I think you'll enjoy
Okay, got it on my list, Pally. Thanks.
All right.
Yeah, I'm compiling a list because I've seen, other than Ravenous, I've seen all the movies that I went out and bought. And I'm trying to think, well, no, there were some, no, I did not see all the movies because I didn't watch Kids. And what was the other one that you sucked me into getting?
Gummo.
Oh, yeah, Kids and Gummo after watching Bully. I'd like to take the three of those and stick them up somebody's ass, whoever suggested I get them. God. This Boner Boy, man, we better, you and Clarence together, maybe we can get you a package deal. Go to what they call grow up school a little bit, just advance a little bit.
Package deal?
Yeah. Seriously, you have to like advance beyond that because you were doing so well, giving us a list of really good flicks, and then you come up with Kids and Bully.
I don't know what I was thinking, especially since I haven't seen that one.
Huh?
Especially since I haven't seen Bullies yet.
You were the one who recommended it.
Okay.
Wasn't he, or was that you?
That wasn't me.
Huh?
It was me.
Oh, it was George that done it. Well, the audience is on to you. They're right. I've always defended you, but your taste sometimes really sucks. 56705. We're going to do a dog poll starting at 10:05, which I don't know. It's kind of like paper and plastic, but I think it's interesting. What's the best breed of a dog for a pet? Now you know what I'm voting. I'm voting Golden Retriever. Mm-hmm. And then also I hate dogs. Don't know. Never had a dog. And then we'll make out the list. You want to vote Pomeranian? No.
No, I'm not going to put that. I mean, I like our little dog, but I don't like Pomeranians as a rule.
Really? Then why did you get it?
It was free, remember? At least.
You can go down to the pound, to the animal shelter. You can go down to our friends at Abandoned Pet Rescue, and you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a nice dog.
Remember, it was a gift for the wife.
Oh, for the wife.
For the wife always wanted a little dog she could carry in a little French bag.
You notice one thing, Boner Boy, I'm sure Boner Boy's noticed it with George. George has compartments for everybody. Everybody's got, it's the wife, the kid, right, the dog, the old man, the,
everyone has a title.
The drug dealer, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Everybody has a title. The wife. Nobody has a name, no. They just all have a title. Right. I guess it's easier that way. Then you don't have to write like a lot of stuff on your arms.
That's right.
That was a damn good movie. The more I think about it, the more I realized I actually liked it. And then I can understand those people who would say, well, after the first 5 or 15 minutes, you're going to turn it off. I can understand that.
That backwards format pisses some people off.
But it's not only backwards, it's like all over the place. It's not just backwards. Right. It's, everywhere. And what was the name of that motel again?
The Dewdrop Inn.
There were a couple of times I wanted to yell out during the movie, hey, that's Teddy, you asshole. That's Teddy, you idiot. Jesus Christ. Don't you know by now? Man.
Don't believe his lies.
Oh, but don't believe his lies. And then how about the scene where the broad, what the hell was her name? And what was the thing on her lip? That was driving me nuts.
Shanker?
No, seriously, because it would come and go from one scene to the next, and not necessarily in the right order. I think if you want to rewatch it to try to find a mistake, I think that's where you'll find it.
I think that was a continuity error.
Because the thing where he beat the snot out of her, and then she came back, well, I should probably not tell.
Yeah.
And she said it was the drug dealer that beat her up, and of course he forgot that he's the one that beat the crap, because she was saying grotesque things about his wife. Right. Damn good job. Really, what was the name of the actor in that who played Leonard?
Oh,
yeah.
Guy Pearce.
Guy Pearce. Good job. Excellent. 260 votes on the poll. And of course, we'll close it out after this first hour. I like this idea, the 10 to 11 movie thing hour. Which doesn't mean we got to talk about it every day, but we'll just put it up there, a different one every day. Which means in the next couple of years we can have hundreds of movies. This is where it's at. Look what a wonderful thing we'll be doing for the DVD business, both legitimate and pirate.
Who would do that?
Criminals. Same people who would steal cable boxes, satellite signals, things like that. Crooks. Dishonest people. Salespeople.
Scum.
260 votes. Never saw it. 144. Over 55% of the audience have never seen Requiem for a Dream. Get with it. God damn it. You'll thank me, because look at this. 62 people say Neil's right. It's great. 24 said it's good. 18 it sucks. 6 said it was okay. And 5 said weak. So far. That's not a bad batting average for a hard-ass crowd like this, is it?
No.
Should be a lot better, though. I just don't get it. Of course, there are different people who just, they like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and Gloom. I guess that's what they like. There's plenty of doom and gloom in this movie. It's more like Indiana Schwartz in the Temple of Gloom. In fact, Sarah, maybe if you would have gone to Temple instead of watching that damn stupid TV show. We got a winner. And you notice that show didn't have a name, did it?
Not that I recall.
No, I don't think that show had a name. And he didn't have a name either, the Mort Downey Jr. lookalike guy, the host.
It might have. We might have missed it.
I don't think so. Well, I'll watch it again this afternoon, 2 or 3 times, while I'm popping my reds and greens. 10:58 at 560 WQM, where our motto is all the pills, all the time. Hey, I'll tell you one thing. You can take diet pills, they'll kill you. There's every scam going under the sun. They got, what is this, what is the name of that? Pilates, Windsor Pilates. Have you seen that infomercial?
Yeah. What a scam.
What is that?
Scissor legs, and you get great body, and all the stars.
Yeah,
Hills.
all the stars there doing the old scissor legs, and the weight just pours off your body. Forget about that crap, okay? If you want to lose some weight, you sure ought to try Balance for Life, because it takes all your scissor legs exercises away. All you have to do is open up your little black sack. That's where it's at, is in the sack. That's what I always say. Just check out that sack. Balance for Life combines the knowledge of the zone diet with special emphasis on the glycemic values of carbohydrates, which controls your sugar levels, and they deliver right to your door, at your home, at your office, wherever you want them to deliver. 3 delicious gourmet meals and 2 snacks right in the sack, right to your doorstep every day. You got enough food for the whole day. No little teeny tiny portions. You got plenty of food to keep you satisfied all day long, and you get 2 choices for each meal and snack every day that you're on the program. Everything is fresh, delicious. There are chicken dishes and beef and omelets and crepes and all kinds of good stuff. And too many of the crepes, though, will make you greps. So if you want to lose weight, get with the real weight loss program. Even our good buddy Ponytail at the Pizza Loft, who's surrounded by food all the time, even he lost a lot of weight on Balance for Life. This might be the thing you've been looking for. Give it a shot. Balance for Life, call them at 954-568-3229. 954-568-3229, or check them out on that worldwide wicked web and watch results on that scale within just a matter of days. Balanceforlife.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAQAM.
Dude, that was fucking sweet!
He was a major star, always on top. How you doing? Eddie Murphy. Trading places in Beverly Hills Cop. Freeze! I still got the magic, so what the hell happened now? He's a nightmare. Nightmare? What do you mean? He's making crap, like daddy daycare. The money's good, man. He should retire. Get a rocking chair. Man, I was Dr. Clump. Remember the big fat dude? Buddy Love. Holy man and Bowfinger weren't enough. I gotta tell you, that Bowfinger thing was a piece of crap, I agree. Eddie Murphy's doing more stupid stuff. It's about the money. The money. Showtime and I Spy stunk. They went nowhere. That's also true. Now he's making crap, like Daddy Daycare. Oh man, this is a funny scene in Daddy Daycare, man, when the kid pees all over the toilet. Boomerang stunk, but made lots of money. I made a fortune on Boomerang, baby. The golden child just wasn't fun. Yeah, that may be true, wasn't funny, but that's a cute kid, man. You see that kid's face? He was like a doll, like a little porcelain baby, black little doll. Cute kid, not funny, but cute. Daddy Daycare may make some major cash. You ain't kidding, man. It better. I got a back-end deal. But hey, here comes a major hot news flash. Oh, man, you're gonna insult me again. It's just the latest Eddie Murphy trash. You're killing me, man. This thing is worse, far worse than Pluto Nash.
11:03 at 560 WQAM. Oh, yeah, I get this thing. Remember Phil Saltzman was calling?
Right.
And bugging the crap out of me. Just a joke, Phil. At any rate, he is divesting himself of his season hockey tickets, which are right in front of me. He's got a pair right there near center ice, right in front of me at the Mac Arena.
Huh.
And so what he would like to do, what he's sucking around for, since everybody likes to use me and use this show, just like that John guy with his Patriot Act too. I'm not going to do that thing, John. Don't take it personal. I already did you one favor. I don't want to, our time is valuable. Look at all the spots. I think it's appropriate that I watch Glengarry Glen Ross this weekend and then come into it like a basically empty log today. Because our sales department back there, they're playing pinochle. They're playing with each other.
Right. They need a motivational speaker.
Oh, brother. Very sad. Yeah, let's get Alec Baldwin in there, okay, to kick their ass. In fact, to kick them out the door would be good. So if anybody's interested in getting the great pair of season tickets that Phil is not going to renew this year, You still got the fax there, or should I, fax you this back?
For free?
No, of course not for free.
Oh.
If you want to buy great season tickets, you got to pay for them.
Okay.
A lot more than you make in a year, okay, so forget about it.
That's not a lot.
Now, do you still have this fax or not?
I don't know. Better fax it back.
Okay, I'll fax it back when I get around to it.
Right.
And you can call George or Boner Boy or somebody there, and they'll hook you up with Phil, and you can work something out, okay? Okay, here's the final vote. How do you rate the movie Requiem for a Dream? 292 votes. That's pretty good for less than an hour, you know what? Never saw it, 166. 57% of this audience never saw Requiem for a Dream, which means your life is incomplete. Incomplete. If we were like giving you a grade on an exam, you'd get an I for incomplete. Neil's right, it's great, 66. It's good, 26. It sucks, 22. It's okay, 6, and weak, 5. So let's see, weak and it sucks, 27 out of 292 votes. Not of course, in fact, 57% haven't seen it yet. Oh, but you've got all this power, this tremendous impact. Yeah, right. Blow it out your ass. And what's her name's in it, too, we should point out.
What's her name?
What?
What's her name?
What's her name's in it? Connolly.
Yeah. Jennifer
Connelly. Well, there's got to be something there.
Yeah, there's something.
Oh, that's right. Then there was that old cocker that called you that one day about her crotch shot. Which, you do talk about desperate. If that's what it takes to keep that guy going, more power to him. But that's desperate. I think it's time for the old Russian roulette with a fully loaded piece.
Besides, the mirror was all steamy.
There's nothing to see there, okay? You saw some pubic hair. If Jennifer Connelly's pubic hair is what it takes, then good luck to you. We'll send you some. We'll send you some in the mail. Of course, it'll probably really be Boner Boys, or maybe Muffs. Speaking of people getting blown away, we try to tell you people don't play music too loud, don't play your radio too loud. We've been telling you that on this show for years, haven't we?
Be a conscientious neighbor.
A man enraged by loud music from a birthday party that went into the early hours yesterday morning shot 5 of his neighbors, killing 3 of them. Kevin Evers, 41, was found at his parents' Sunrise home after he fled the scene where he'd been staying at 501 77th Street. He's at the Dade County Jail on murder charges. Yesterday morning, Patricio Ernesto Fandolvila, 33, lay dead in front of the apartment where he'd been celebrating his wife's 27th birthday. Behind him lay his friend Luis Alberto Ledesma, 34. Inside, under a happy birthday banner, lay another friend, Elizabeth Ferreira, police said. 2 other people suffered minor injuries taken to Mount Sinai, released yesterday. And none of our detectives can remember having a triple homicide, never mind a triple homicide involving a neighbor dispute, Deputy Hernandez said. Bobby Hernandez. Evers had argued with the partygoers earlier that night, asked them to turn their music down. He shot his victims around 4 a.m. from about 10 feet away. 9 shell casings were found on the street. One more. He had been staying with a woman in apartment 9 for about 2 weeks. Police were interviewing her. Her name wasn't released. So there you go. They came over and said, turn on the music. They didn't turn on the music. He was very upset, pissed off, fired up. He went around the block. He was thinking, should I do it? Should I not? He came back, sat across the street and watched. He lifted his t-shirt and then just started blowing people away. Turn down the goddamn music, and if you have your radio on extra loud right now, turn it down. Somebody's going to blow your brains out, okay? Not trying to make light of a tragic situation, but turn the goddamn noise down, baby. That's this week's message on the Neil Rogers Show is, when in doubt, tune it out. Here's the ultimate final vote on Sarah Goldfarb. 303 votes. 173, 57% never saw it. Neil's right, it's great, 69. Good, 26. It sucks, 23. Okay, 6. And weak, 5.
Him in here, and did he have some funk going?
Oh, we were sweating through everything.
Oh, brother. Having to hear about how bad the beasts smell, that was it for me. Get him off your show, Pharrell, before it's too late. He'll kill you. He's got a long, long list of people whose shows he's sabotaged. Am I right? Get him off of there. Or we could play Pharrell off the air. We could play him our Thanksgiving Day show that the Beast did.
We have that.
I think that would turn him around real fast. Here's a call from Miami. Hello.
The Watcher, Neil. Keanu Reeves movie, The Watcher.
Yeah. Was that the name of it?
Yeah, where he had the girl up there and everything. The Watcher.
Now that was pretty good.
It was good. Requiem, I had to tape it several times. As one of my daughter's favorite movies. I love the music in it. And the black guy that called her Maid Marian has made a lot of movies for John Carpenter. His name is David Keith.
Yeah. So what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was great. Fantastic. I'm going to ask you one stupid question. Ellen Burstyn, is she the one that played Reagan's mom in The Exorcist? Or
sure.
Yes. What I recognized. I couldn't figure the name out, and when I heard her talking, I figured out who she was.
That's her. Great actress.
Yeah. An Amsterdam question, please. Just one. You mentioned the coffee shop thing there. Is this an intentional thing to get rid of the coffee shops, or is it just about smoking in general that they're trying to cut out?
It's another one of these militant anti-smoking things, and evidently whoever's behind it is so stupid they don't realize that whatever tourism they have left, which isn't all that much, is going to evaporate
they can't
when they
survive
do this.
I don't think the war just about killed them, first of all. And if they pass this law, they're done as far as the tourism.
Well, what do you mean the war just about killed them?
That cut the tourism down way down.
I
was there 2 years ago. There was a lot of people, and I was there in March, and it was almost empty.
Oh, I see what you're talking about, the fact that people stopped traveling. Yeah,
exactly.
between the war and the terrorism and the SARS and all of these things, people worldwide are traveling much less. But because of that unemployment there, and because the city has turned into an outdoor toilet, people just don't want to go there no more.
Well, that'd be the nail in the coffin if they cut out the coffee.
Amen. Okay, have a great day,
Thanks
pal.
a lot, Neil. Bye.
Here's a fax that says, now that I know your taste in movies is as bizarre as mine, I loved Requiem, Happiness, Memento, and American Psycho. You might like Magnolia or Mulholland Drive. I saw Mulholland Drive a couple of times. And Ann Miller was in it. There's something about, I don't know what it is. I've mentioned this before about Ann Miller. She's like a throwback, like something from the ancient days of showbiz.
Yeah.
But she's okay. She's good in that movie. You didn't like Mulholland Drive?
I can't remember if I saw it.
Where they have the accident and the actress gets lost and they put her up in a house. I don't want to go into it.
No, I didn't. No.
And there's the dead body on the bed. Well, you ought to see Mulholland Drive. It's pretty interesting.
I ought to.
Now, what about Magnolia?
I saw the important part of that.
The frogs?
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
It says it does have Tom Cruise in it, but only a small part. He's only got a small part. That's what I've heard. I'm not a Cruise fan, it says, but he's good in this role. Mulholland Drive is a David Lynch film, and the payoff is in the end. But if it pulls you in, you can be entertained and confused. It's like Memento. It's like, what happened here, and what's this all about, and who's the chick on the bed, and it's pretty good. Magnolia has some scenes as funny and bizarre as Requiem. Here's our new poll that we're going to put up. It's not as exciting. It's more like I said, paper or plastic. What's the best breed of dog for a pet, all you dog lovers out there? Golden Retriever, and then I just left space for whatever people are going to call in, and we'll, for example, if somebody says Pit Bull, I'm not putting that down. Some redneck, some asshole say, Pit Bull, no.
Should we put it up now?
I hate dogs or don't know. Well, we only got like 3 categories on there, so why don't we wait till we start filling it out, okay?
Sure.
See, that's probably a good idea, Beaner. Is till we got more than one choice. Yeah. Although in my case, I don't see that again. That's like Requiem for a Dream. I don't want to be like an absolutist, like dictatorial, but Golden Retriever is the best pet in the world. I'm not going to get another one, though. If I did get another dog, you want to know why?
Big.
I'll give you one word. Ears.
Oh, ears in Florida.
See, South Florida with a hot, humid climate, it's not a place for dogs with big ears, like Cocker Spaniels. Right. Now, Alta Cockers, that's another story. Huh? South Florida specializes in Alta Cockers, but not Cocker Spaniels or Golden Retrievers. Any kind of dogs with big floppy ears, because it's a constant battle, and it's so sad to watch all the grief and agony they go through with the ear infections.
And then Miguel
and the good news that I never gave you the good news about ears, is that my ear finally opened up after all those weeks.
Right.
And I didn't realize it. Now everything seems so goddamn loud. Everywhere I go, I'm thinking, why are you people talking so loud? Will you tone it down a little bit?
No.
Yeah, turn the music down, I'm thinking. 11:14 at 5. Maybe that's what happened to that guy on the beach. Maybe he had ears plugged up for a while, and then it like popped open, and he just everything started seeming a lot louder. You know, that could be. Don't you think that's a good alibi? Let's get Ellis Rubin to defend him. Plugged ear syndrome. I'll tell you a place if you got a real problem with your weight. Certainly going in your regular supermarket isn't the answer, because almost everything they have in there will make you fatter and fatter and fatter. I mean, it might taste good, but it's not good for losing weight. Delights of West Boca is an entire store dedicated to those people who are trying desperately to lose that fat, that unhealthy, nasty, grotesque-looking fat. And it's your store especially for the Atkins diet, all the other low-carb, sugar-free diets, too. They're introducing right now their new almond snack cakes by Control Carb. Each serving is only 1 effective gram of carbs, or try Delight's new chocolate raspberry muffin with only 1 gram of carbs. If you like something to crunch on, something crunchy and munchy and really good tasting, try one of the 3 new flavors of low-carb racket chips. So whether it's the Carbolite ice cream, the breads, rolls, cheesecakes, chocolates, pasta and sauces, any of the other 600 low-carb foods, Delights of West Boca is the place you'll find them all, because everything in this great store is dedicated to you Weight Watchers. You can always sample before you buy it, too. They've got knowledgeable staff, knows dieting backward, forward, upside down, inside out, open every day, 7 days a week, from 10 to 10. They carry the most complete line of Atkins brand products in the world that are always, even better yet, 25% off the regular price all day, every day. Head for the #1 low-carb, sugar-free store in the world, Delights of West Boca. You'll find them on the northeast corner of Glades and 441, right next to Boston Market. You can call them toll-free at 1-877-LOW-CARB. Find them on the web if you like at lowcarb.com. Don't forget, there's only one Delights of West Boca, and it is your official Atkins retail center.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
I try to bring a certain honesty to the program.
Channel 22 news anchor Dick Brown talks about dedication.
Oh, Maria's terrific. She's terrific. I've never worked with anyone as dedicated as her. She's here 24 hours a day working. My friends joke. They say, hey, man, have you had any of that? And, man, I'd like to take a dip in her pond. It's true. She's an attractive co-anchor. But her journalistic knowledge, the understanding on how to deliver a top-notch, to-the-point news program is why I find her so attractive as a colleague. Would I her? Of course I would. Would I rather learn from her expertise? Absolutely.
Dick Brown and Maria Alvarez. Just one more reason Channel 22 Newsbeat is your #1 source for local news.
Hey, what a funny coincidence, because you know the proctologist that Muff is going to tomorrow for that exam?
Right.
That's his name. Dick Brown. 11:19. Now, what does this mean? Please add Boston Terrier to the list. Okay, we'll add Boston Terrier to our doggy list. And also it says, and work the something 7 seconds. What does that say?
I was hoping you could explain that.
Work the something. I can't read it. Billy and Boca. Hey, Billy, improve your penmanship a little bit, okay? But we added Boston Terrier to make you happy.
Work the movie.
7 seconds? That's the name of a movie?
Not that I know. None I've heard of.
Here's a lady in Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted to get a late vote in for Requiem for a Dream. Loved it. It was great. It reminded me of, I'm a young mom, and after I had my baby, the doctor was giving me all kinds of anti-anxiety drugs. And not just the old people who are on stuff. All the moms are driving around on tranquilizers and things like that. So.
Absolutely. America is completely hopped up thanks to the doctors.
Yeah. But, you know, my husband's a doctor, and he did not like the movie. So
really?
There you go. Well, yeah, because he said that he thought it was unrealistic because they don't give electroshock therapy anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, well, wait a minute. Whoever went to see a movie because it was realistic?
Well, that's what I said. I said it's like a heightened reality. It's almost surreal. It's not, you know, that wasn't the point, but he didn't like the way doctors were portrayed in the movie.
So in other words, it hit a raw nerve. He took it personally and probably should have.
Very personally. But it was great.
Tell him to take a drive through Sunrise Lakes. There's plenty of Sarah Goldfarbs running on the loose.
Or just visit his parents' house. That's all we need to do.
There you go. Thanks, sweetheart.
Thanks a lot, Neil.
Bye.
Bye.
Shock therapy is being used again. We had an article when you were gone that
it's back.
It's back.
Bigger and better than
ever.
Did anybody tell Jack Nicholson about it?
He's feeling no pain. Chief.
How about the chief? It was Juicy Fruit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. By noon, we'll put up the doggy list, okay? Because I'm sure we'll have some other suggestions. I realize it's not a... Huh?
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. I don't know. I really don't... Because I'm not going to get a golden retriever, and I certainly don't think that if I get another dog, I'm going to get another min pin, unless... I'm assuming that they all pretty much look the same, except for the brown ones. There are brown ones, which to me are like different breed. I don't... But the ones that are black like Tiny was, I think they all probably look pretty much like that, don't they?
Don't get you a little dog.
Little mutts are good.
Oh, just because you're irresponsible and you don't have...
No, we've had this discussion many times about the psychotic nature of little dogs. And
they're psychotic and they're hyper, but they're also neat little companions, and they don't take up a lot of space, and they don't have all kinds of ear problems and all of these things. Of course, every now and then they do go out and they flop in the pool and get nervous, or every once in a while they go out and like chew on a bufo toad and start dancing upside down. But that can happen with any kind of a dog.
Their psychosis is funny.
Yeah, that's what makes them neat little dogs, is the fact that they're... See, Tiny had like 10 different personalities. He was schizoid. He was like, what's her name, Olivia de Havilland in the Snake Pit?
You were always complaining about Tiny.
What did I just get through saying? I don't think I'd want to get another min pin, and if I did, what I would be trying to do would be like replace a dead dog with another one to like, that look the same. And probably call it Tony or something like that.
Rescue yourself a doggy. Something that's about to die.
No, I don't want to get a dog that's about to die. Christ, we rescued your ass. What more do we have to do to redeem ourselves, huh?
Get him paid.
No, now you're getting a little carried away. Come on, Clarence, get him his money. This is a kid that just he's driving a car with no air conditioning, with no radio. He lives under the overpass. He's working his ass off on our website. He does more work in one day than you on your sorry ass and your operations manager do in a month. Get him his paycheck, you scumbag, you lowlife, you no-talent suckling, you Joe Zagacki wannabe. Well, that's really something. When you're a Joe Zagacki wannabe, that's bad. That's a sad comment.
I sweated in crevices I didn't know I had.
Yeah, good for you. In crevices he didn't know he had. That's really saying a lot, isn't it? Not. The beast talking about crevices he didn't know he had.
Rectum. I love eating nuts.
Oh, brother. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. Here's Homestead. Hello.
Jeff, hi. Put that plate down. The buffet is for closers only.
For closers only. We know.
Yeah, we know.
Very lame. Lame reading from Glengarry Glen Ross. That's going to be our movie tomorrow. That was Alec Baldwin Jr. Very weak. Here's a call from Tamarack. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Did you get a chance? I made two movie recommendations to you last week. Drugstore Cowboy and Barfly. Did you get a chance to see either one?
No.
You should.
Well, I mean, how many can I watch in one weekend? I watched Glengarry Glen Ross. Huh? What is it?
I missed that.
Okay. Glengarry Glen Ross and Memento. I mean, if somebody calls in and gives me a recommendation, I'm not going to go rushing right out and go buy it and watch it that afternoon, unless maybe just by coincidence. I'm making a list, checking it twice. Rules of Attraction, I don't think so. Somebody suggested that in fact, two people suggested last week. And the punk that's in that is the kid from Dawson's Creek. Oh, I get a crick in my neck when I see him. He just gives me spilkies, that guy. I don't like him. And wasn't that supposed to be the big attraction?
Yeah, him and the other guy.
No thanks.
And Jessica Biel.
See, that's a great thing that you can go online now and you can go to like Amazon.com or eBay or any of those, and you can watch the trailer from the movies on there. You can actually watch it. You could hear it if you got a computer that's got an audio card, which mine doesn't. Isn't that pathetic? Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
Give me a command. This is a radio station. They provide me with a computer up here. That's a pretty damn good one. Works just fine, but no audio card, so I can't hear any sound. Assholes. Cheap bastard Bob Vermouth. Dickhead. Here's North Miami Beach. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Ellen Bernstein, right?
Burston, not Bernstein.
Bernstein. My favorite
She's
movie
bursting.
she made was Resurrection. Did you see that one?
No.
Oh, great movie. She dies, she comes back, and she has these special powers. Great movie. Her performance.
Well, I'm going to get that one. That sounds like my kind of movie. I'm going to get that one today.
Resurrection. It's an oldie. It's from the 80s.
I'm going right out and get it.
Also, Longtime Companion. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, another incredible movie. Highly recommend everybody to see Longtime Companion. That's all I got.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, we're making a list of the next 20,000 movies that Neil's going to watch. Rules of Attraction, I'm crossing it out. Forget about it. Shallow Grave, that one sounded interesting, although it's British. Right. Training Day, now didn't you say Training Day I wouldn't like?
Oh, you were confusing Morgan Freeman with Denzel Washington.
Oh, with Denzel Washington is who you're saying. I said Morgan Freeman, and I was talking about Seven. Well, why didn't you correct me at the time? I tried. Now he's correcting me an hour later.
You tried. Huh? You went on with something else.
Well, our Schwarzers, they all look the same to me, you know. Denzel Washington. Well, what's wrong with Denzel Washington? He's okay.
I didn't know if you liked him, could stand him, whatever. Does a
fine job. I don't watch movies or not unless it's somebody who really nauseates me, like Bruce Willis.
Okay. Well, I didn't know you're a stand on Denzel.
Or I might watch a movie for somebody I really like a lot, like Ethan Hawke. Gattaca. Wave that hanky again, Ethan. Gattaca. No, seriously, that's my favorite part of the movie, when he stands there waving that white hanky around.
Mamma mia!
27 past 11, 5670560.
Tom, can you get me off the hook?
Oh, and by the way, nice job on this one, Beaner Boy. Sake. Yeah, he had a little Boca Brian experience there on that clip.
His bad.
Yeah, his bad. Well, that was the only one.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Al Pacino is P.D. Lenny, by the way. I want the world to know that. 28 past 11 at 560. Don't forget, salespeople are assholes. I guess my doggy pole ain't going to go over too big, huh? Well, we'll just put it up Golden Retriever and Boston Terrier. We'll just put up those two choices, and somebody's going to win.
German Shepherd.
German Shepherd's good. German Shepherds are too big.
They're not as big as some people think they are.
What does that mean?
They're not considered a big dog.
Like what?
Goldens are bigger than German Shepherds.
Really?
Yeah.
And then they have those miniature German Shepherds. You ever seen them? They're pretty neat.
They are neat. And they have the pointy ears.
That sounds good. Although German dogs, I don't know.
Superstitious.
Yeah, it might.
You understand the Gestapo keeps track of everyone.
Yeah, I think the way things are going right now, it's probably not my time for a German dog.
What's in a name?
29 past 11. Here's a couple of names for you. Tom Lehman and Joe Prieto at Hallett Pontiac GMC. They think that the people listening to the show are the greatest. That's, I guess, because they haven't met you yet. At Hallett Pontiac GMC, check out the area's biggest selection of 2003 GMC Envoys, Envoy XLs, Yukon XLs, and Denali's. That's right, nobody's got a bigger selection than Hallett, like I just said. Hallett's also got a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. If your credit is marginal, if it's weak, never a problem at Hallett. They'll still find a way to get you into a great vehicle. So for the biggest selection on GMC SUVs, Neil deals, and lots more, see Hallett Pontiac GMC, 13401 South Dixie Highway. That's on US 1 across from the Falls, where they've been making great deals for over 35 years. Open every day, 7 days a week. For more information, call the Neil Deal hotline toll-free, 1-888-534-4211. That's 1-888-534-4211. And don't forget, no matter what kind of a vehicle you're looking for, be sure to mention you heard about the Neil Deal and save even more cash. Hallett Pontiac GMC, they definitely are professional grade.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Hello? I'm Mimi Fanistock. It was the summer of 1962. I was working as a White House intern for the Kennedy administration. The days of Camelot. My duties included filing, answering phones, delivering documents, and pulling the president's lap taffy. It was a very exciting time in my life. I was 19 years old and never knew what would happen from day to day. One day, for instance, I might be asked to escort Haile Selassie into the Oval Office. The next day, maybe, I'd be asked to zip up J. Edgar Hoover's floral patterned dress. And, of course, pull on the presidential lap taffy. I also remember being asked to make President Kennedy comfortable when he'd finished his daily swim. It was my job to bring him his towel, his flip-flops, and then yank down his Speedo and pull the lap taffy. But the mood in the White House changed later that year with the Cuban Missile Crisis. During that time, President Kennedy didn't think about sex till after 9 in the morning. My right forearm began to look like Popeye's, and I had to have my blouse sleeves let out to make room for my taffy puller. I remember one memory very vividly. The President and I were alone in the residence watching Beverly Hillbillies. He was naked from the waist down and was calling me Ellie Mae as I pulled the lap taffy. For 2 weeks following that experience, President Kennedy asked that I wear a rope as a belt. It feels so good to finally have the secret out and to let my grandchildren know I was a White House hoochie. At least now they know why Grandma's right forearm is so damn freaking massive.
27 till noon at 560 WQM. I got the Mad Dog at 2. Got that Mad Dog at 2.
Oh!
Hank from 4 to 7 at Chula Steak 2. Then we got the Big at 7 o'clock tonight because there's no ball game. Nothing else we can stick in there. And then 10 o'clock it's Eddie K and Joe and Mark overnight 2 to 5. That's the pristine lineup today with no ball games to interfere, to get in the way, to chase the audience away. Now what is this Papillon? I thought you were doing movies with me again. But this is a dog?
Apparently.
Doesn't look like my kind of dog. It's kind of hard to tell from this picture because in third generation by the time it got from point A to you to me. Mm-hmm. It looks like one of those fluffy, puffy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gay.
No, not gay, but just, maybe gay.
Like a girly dog.
Maybe that's why they sent it to me. I don't like girly dogs. I like manly dogs like Tiny. The extraordinarily long-fringed butterfly-like ears are the reason behind the breed's name, Papillon being French for butterfly, but there's also a drop-eared variety called the Phaline, named after a night moth which drops its wings. On the continent, both varieties are called Continental Toy Spaniels. Well, ain't that cute? Not for me. This dog, look, 8 to 11 inches, weighs 9 to 10 pounds. Doesn't look like my kind of dog. They have a great spot. Maple Leaf brand chicken. The reason I have to tell you about it is because you won't be seeing it there. Maple Leaf brand chicken has got a great spot where it's like a takeoff on a Westminster Kennel Club show.
Right.
Only with chickens.
Oh, God.
And they got the judge standing there in his tuxedo, and of course they've got like all these people standing around this big arena. And they got a chicken standing on top of each platform.
Cocks or hens?
And he goes over and he puts his hand on this one cock, and he lifts up its tail, and the announcer, of course, is doing this thing breathlessly, and I think he's made a decision, and he comes over and he points, and they're all cheering, and then the owner takes the chicken on the leash and is strutting around. You have to see it to get the full impact. And it makes you realize that whole thing about the Westminster Kennel Club has nothing to do with dogs. The dogs are only props.
Right.
The dogs are strictly props, and what a shame that is. I think we ought to turn those bastards into the PETA people, you know what? Serve them right.
PETA?
Yeah, the PETA people. Treating them dogs, using them like that for their own self-aggrandizement. Nobody watches that to see the dog. Almost nobody. They watch those silly ass people strutting around with their dog on the leash. Oh, it is so. Why don't we start that? Why don't we start the chicken show?
Or some other kind of show where you bring your partner and strut them around on a leash.
In PP Park, yeah, something, animals on a leash, or people on a leash.
People.
Including many of our salespeople, most of them. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T. This dog poll is going over like halava in Saudi Arabia. Not big. Here's a call from Miami. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how are you?
Okay, sir.
I got a dog for you.
Okay.
The Labrador Retriever.
Okay.
Beautiful dog. And as far as what George, I can't stand George. George is a complete ass.
Yeah, this is the same guy. I'm not even putting that down, okay? I'm not even putting it down.
It's a shame because that would have been my suggestion, but just,
Well, I will put it down. Well, I'll put it down and pretend that you said it. No, seriously, I mean, why do you we know you hate George, fine, but to waste a call and waste everybody's time, and George sucks and I hate George, okay, fine, you hate George, great. Well, we've made a note of it. I wrote it on my right arm. Right where Leonard would write it if he had any room left, but he doesn't. Right under the tattoo that said, this caller's a douchebag, which I'd forgotten. Get a life, asshole, okay? Get a freaking life. You're boring, you're terminal, you're ponderous, you're an idiot. You make George seem almost human. Here's a lady in Boynton Beach. Hello. Lady in Boynton Beach is gone. The lady in Boynton Beach is gone. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
I have a suggestion, a Scotty or the West Highland Terrier, the white one.
Well, what is it really called? A West Highland Terrier?
Yeah, the white one's the West Highland Terrier, and the black one is just the Scotty.
Oh, well, let's just put down Scotty. They'll know what that means.
And they have excellent dispositions.
Right.
Wonderful dogs. Good with children, good with everybody.
Don't they have big ears, though?
No, I think they're pointed up. I had a
Yeah.
No, they're pointed up so they get air.
Oh, thank God.
And, you know, if you could even consider a dog from a shelter, because they are forever grateful, Neil.
Right.
You don't have to get a fancy schmancy, you know, to impress somebody.
No, you don't have to go out and spend hundreds of dollars to get a dog, that's for sure.
No, I mean, just a good animal.
In fact, I always believe that the best dog is a mutt.
That's right.
Right?
They're healthier.
Amen.
And they're happier.
Right. And a lot cheaper, too.
Right.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Okay, I put Scotty down, and the list is starting to grow a little bit now. Should we put mutt? I mean, mutt isn't the breed, but it's an opinion. It's
pretty all-inclusive, but sure, why not?
Mutt. Yeah, let's put mutt down there, okay, which is all-inclusive. But, I mean, a little mutt, half and half. Little mongrel, kind of like Boner Boy there, you know, half Rican, half,
Mexican?
That's what I was just going to say. Of course, we don't know which half yet. We'll let Mutt find out for us. 5670560. What's the best breed of dog for a pet? Don't know, never had a dog. I hate dogs. We can go ahead and put it up there, okay, Eric? Because we'll probably get some other choices on here. I'm just kind of curious, because I'll tell you the only kind of dogs I've ever had in my life. My first dog when I was a kid was a mutt. He was part Pomeranian and part Fox Terrier.
Sounds like a good combo.
No, it was not.
Oh, okay.
He had he was okay with me because he was my dog, but he had a nasty disposition. And strangers, he'd bite them.
Mm.
He would. He'd snap at them, man. He would bite their ass. Not a nice dog. And I've had the Min Pin and a Golden Retriever. Those are the only 3 dogs I've ever had in my life.
Don't get a Springer Spaniel.
Why not?
Disposition.
Really?
I had one. Yeah, they have big floppy ears, just
Right.
like the cockers.
Oh!
You know, that's
Beagle, there's another one. I like beagles. I think they're sweet dogs, but boy, in Florida.
Floppy hounds. Any kind of hound.
Basset hound.
Right.
With them big ears. How about a, a sausage dog?
Oh, the Dachshund.
Dachshund.
No.
Actually, when we were in Germany, I did see people walking their Dachshunds.
Those are silly dogs.
Silly dogs, and they also have big floppy ears.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, look like mutants.
Oh, come on, that's bad.
You know,
look who's talking. He's talking about the Dachshunds look like mutants.
Yeah. Hey, I'm in proportion. Those
Yeah.
small.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
My legs.
That's what I heard. 5670560 pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. We'll get that poll up there any minute now. We got Golden Retriever, Boston Terrier, German Shepherd, Lab Retriever, Scotty, Mutt. And I know that it's just a matter of time before you send along to me a fax and it says, "Oh, Neil, we got a bunch of Min Pin puppies," and yeah. At the hockey games, there's this one lady and her daughter, very nice people. Maybe they're listening right now. My best wishes. Very sweet. But they're always trying to pawn off dogs on me. Huh? What the hell do I want a dog for? I'm never there.
Right.
Although it'd be nice for John to have a dog to replace Tiny. Tiny was good company, you know. Especially as he got older, he became less psychotic and, well, I mean, a little bit less psychotic. And he would just kind of like lay around like Linus's blanket, like a security blanket. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Something small to grab onto. You can relate to that. I sure can. 11:41 at 560 WQM. Need a creative gift for Father's Day or somebody's graduation? Do something fun and memorable. Send an authentic Vermont teddy bear. In fact, if you forget, write it on your arm. They'll receive a beautiful bear handcrafted in Vermont and personalized just for your dad or graduate with a free card in gourmet caramels. Not just gourmet candies, but gourmet, or do you say caramels?
Caramel.
That's what I say. All delivered in a colorful gift box. Just call a bear counselor toll-free at 1-800-829-BEAR, and they'll help you pick out the perfect bear, like the groovy grad bear or the classic graduation bear wearing a black or white gown, grad cap, and holding a diploma. You can even add their name and degree to the gown if you like. It's the perfect gift for any college or high school graduate. They've got over 100 bears for dad tailored to his job or hobby. So call 1-800-829-BEAR or shop online at VermontTeddyBear.com. Sending a bear is the creative alternative to flowers for a birthday, new baby, any occasion. Send a bear to show you care for Father's Day, graduation day, or any special occasion. Call toll-free 1-800-829-BEAR and tell them that old Neil told you to call. 1-800-829-BEAR.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The old big show. Oh! That's how we pass the time away in the gay old jail of Oz.
Forget board shorts and Speedos. If you want to get noticed on the beach, show up with a Sandy Johnson. Sandy Johnson swimwear for men has the latest looks to get you noticed. That's because every Sandy Johnson swimsuit comes with real beach sand sewn right in the crotch. So when you walk bow-legged down the beach, everyone will know you've got a Sandy Johnson. And for gals, there's Sandy Gap swimwear. Wear this tiny thong and you'll know why. It's a Sandy Gap swimsuit. Sandy Johnson and Sandy Gap. Available only at the Gap.
11:46. Here's the worst news possible. I can't think of too many things worse than this. We knew it was coming, you know.
Mm-hmm.
As expected, the FCC voted this morning to ease media ownership rules, but most of the changes are on the TV side. That's great. Rupert Murdoch now can own every TV channel. All spin, all day. The main changes to radio ownership rules involve the redefinition of markets along Arbitron metro lines and the allowing of newspaper owners to own TV and radio stations in the same market. The commission, which voted 3-2 along party lines to approve the revisions, which means the 3 Republicans are the ones who pushed this thing through, also upped the percentage of TV households a TV station owner can serve from 35 to 45% and allowed TV duopolies in markets under certain conditions and triopolies in the largest markets with more than 18 full market stations, New York and Los Angeles, the latter of which has currently temporary NBC-owned 3-station cluster, but left the UHF exception intact, crediting UHF stations with half of a market's households. You following that? You got the math down?
Got it.
Chairman Michael Powell, who of course is son of colon cancer Powell, and Commissioners Kathleen Abernathy and Kevin Martin, the 3 Republicans, voted for the new rules, while Commissioners Michael Copps and Jonathan Edelstein, the Democrats, voted against them. Media Bureau Chief Ken Ferry started the hearing by noting how his children don't distinguish between broadcast and cable TV stations. Ferry called the old ownership rules unenforceable and indefensible and praised his staff for their work on the new proposal. Yada, yada, yada. And this goes on pages and pages and pages. You want to put this on our thing, on the website? Sure. Yeah, go ahead, Dina. When you get a chance, stick it on there. And they can read it and weep, okay? Read it and weep. Pathetic. So now we can have like 3 or 4 companies that own every goddamn TV station. We've already got 3 or 4 companies own almost every radio station and the newspapers and a partridge in a pear tree. So we can continue having less and less. In fact, the article that we have on there now on the website today, the headline is, it's from the LA Times, heard the local news, it may soon be harder to find. Amen, brother. Because everything is going to be prepackaged, just like Cheap Channel. Where the hell is the local news? They have IOD, which is supposed to be the market's news station. They have, a potpourri of news in the morning. And then, like, during the war, they were putting a bunch of crap on there, like John Levitt, hyperventilating and sucking the president's ass. Oh, my God, putting a bunch of misinformation on here. By the way, do you know that Saddam and his sons are dead?
No.
Well, you should have been listening to IOD that night when they dropped the 2 big ones. DJ Valentine says, Way of the Gun. Written and directed by the man who did The Usual Suspects, it's like a present-day remake of Butch and Sundance. Best movie James Caan has done in a while. True. Ty Diggs, Benicio del Toro, Ryan Philippe, and Juliette Lewis. Who's Ryan Philippe?
What else?
Some guy. A lot of gunplay, but it's great. Funniest opening scene in movie history. Way of the Gun. P.S. Training Day is great. Completely different Denzel than what we're used to seeing. Yeah, he's like a lot more like Morgan Freeman in this movie.
Gritty.
He's gritty?
Yeah.
Rhymes with, what a pity I haven't seen it yet. My list is growing now. This is good.
Way of the Gun is very good.
Huh?
I completely forgot about Way of the Gun, but that's definitely a must.
Let me write it down, okay? Way of the Gun. I'm going to replace Rules of Attraction with this. Way of the Gun. Well, I can go and spend a fortune again. This is good for the Canadian economy, eh? It's excellent. Let's see. Went to see a movie this past weekend that was suggested by the... And by the way, for those people in the audience who don't like movies, Because they're going to be some, oh, gee, they talk so much about movies now.
Bye!
Who doesn't like movies? Huh?
I don't know.
I mean, I realize that South Florida, you'll find people that don't like chocolate, too. I mean, there's always some asshole out there.
Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah, he don't like movies. He's busy writing stuff.
Bye!
How about Eric Rudolph, huh?
Him, too.
Yeah, he probably don't like movies too much. Although he does like the one they show in the Batcave. He likes them Batman movies. This is an excellent fax from Mark, who says the Mort Downey Jr. Mort Downey Jr. lookalike. Well, I got to rush here because we got so many spots. The Morton Downey Jr. lookalike in Requiem for a Dream is a highly underrated actor named Christopher McDonald, who routinely is stuck with material that doesn't warrant his talents. Among his other good movies and performances, he played 21 host Jack Berry in Quiz Show, and that was a good movie.
Yeah.
And he played Mel Allen in 61, a recent HBO movie about the Mantle Maris home run record chase. I'm trying to think if I saw that.
I didn't.
No, you wouldn't, because it's a sports thing, dummy.
I've seen some baseball movies.
Like what?
The Natural.
Oh! Robert Redford?
Yeah.
He makes me caca.
It was on once.
I'm not a Robert Redford fan at all. I think he's way overrated. He should have been on that list. What's a good movie that he was in? All the President's Men?
Jeremiah Johnson.
But I don't know, he's just, to me, he's highly overrated.
Mm-hmm.
And I dasn't dare say it. I've said it before too, but he's, there's just something about Al Pacino. If you watch Glengarry Glen Ross again, there's something when he's sitting there at his desk and Jack Lemmon is going through a big song and a dancing about how he made this sale. No, it's before that. I think it's when his client comes in and tries to back out of the deal. And he starts making this sound, and he does it like, it's not hoo-ah, but it's very similar, like, hoo-ah, hoo-ah, like that.
I'll have to see it again now.
Yeah, you'll have to watch it again. And with our sales department, certainly we have a great inspiration to watch it over and over and over again.
I've seen it like 4 or 5 times.
Including even many of our sales holes who aren't there anymore, like Frank, Fabulous Frank. Boy, we sure miss John Penis at WQAM, I'll tell you that. They knock him a lot. And I guess he'd probably put a few sliders through or whatever. But who the hell didn't, He was good. At least he was good for this show. He sold this show like crazy. Right. Pop Hadjenko, look what we got. Anyway, as for the character itself, meaning the Mort Downey Jr. lookalike in Requiem for a Dream, it says he does have a name. His name is Tabby Tibbins. The best part is that McDonald mostly improvised the material for the character, and they did all in one day. Incredible.
Incredible.
A phenomenal performance, sadly overlooked. Not overlooked by me. I thought he was great. We got a winner.
Juice by Sarah.
Juice by Sarah. Juice by Sarah. Now, what does that mean? We have no idea. One bit of sad news. This is bad news. We're going to need to get the drop in. Little work for Boner Boy there. On April 12, 2003, Sidney Lassick passed away from complications of diabetes. Who was Sidney Lassick? I would never have any idea, would you?
No.
Sidney Lassick was the actor who portrayed Charlie Cheswick in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. No longer will we be able to demand his cigarettes from Miss Ratched. Cuckoo's Nest was the only movie I ever saw him in, but damn, he left an impression on all of us. No red meat, no refined sugar, and thinking thin. Says Mark. Not that Mark is impressionable or anything like that.
Good fact.
Thinking thin. And with the help of Windsor Pilates, man, with the old scissors. Let's see what you do with the scissors is you cut out the fat.
Or cut your throat.
Yeah. No, you cut the fat out. In big chunks. Just leave it around. Sidney Lassick died. I want my cigarettes, Miss Ratched. And he did say Miss Ratched, not Nurse Ratched. We want to make sure we get all the lines right. All the drop-ins all the time. Get them right.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
There you go. Anyway, here's the fact. Says, went to see a movie this past weekend that was suggested by The Express. The movie was called Friends and Family. The plot was about the gay mafia. It's the worst movie I've seen in years. Don't waste your time, even if you're curious. It tried to be humorous, but it wasn't. I graded an F, as in F them. Okay, mark that down on the list of do not see anytime soon. Friends and Family. Gay. Probably about that Montana Mafia, the one that Brad Pitt had problems with. No, seriously, stop and think about that. I realize the Mafia's got their testicles, reaching far all over, but a little bit ridiculous to think that the Mafia...
It's not the same Mafia.
What does that mean?
It's a bunch of cattle ranchers and land developers and things like that.
I'm so relieved to know. Although the bad news is Brad Pitt is still dead. Yeah, I'm so depressed about the fact that at the end of the movie I realized that it's Craig Sheffer is an old man standing there throwing out his bait. Oh, God. Why couldn't they just have chopped it off before we saw him, you know?
No, then you wouldn't have been as depressed.
I don't want to be depressed. It was depressed enough when they killed Brad Pitt, but then Daddy made up for it when he said he was beautiful. Maybe Daddy was a little bit... Well, he was a preacher, you know.
That's right.
Here's a lady in Miami. Hello.
Hi, Neil. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. I have a great dog for you.
Okay.
Shetland Sheepdog.
Shetland Sheepdog.
Yeah, they're also called Shelties.
Okay.
They're great medium-sized dogs, not too small, not too big.
Yeah, but aren't they real hairy, though?
Long hair. They have a very thick coat, but in terms of shedding, I tell you, I have a pair of them. It's much better than having a short-haired dog. The hair will periodically come off in little clumps. They'll just roll into the corners, and you can go by with your Swiffer and pick them right up.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
what do you mean it's better than having a short-haired dog? What do you mean by that?
My mom has a short-haired dog, and the little hairs are just all over the floor. They come off, they're all over, and you're constantly having to clean the floors and mop and all of that. With these dogs, the shedding is absolutely not a problem.
Oh, we cured Tiny of that shedding problem, though. I used to pop him, and every time he would shed, I'd pop him in the microwave for 30 seconds and stand there and look at him and threaten to hit the start button, and he would stop shedding.
Well, that's a very good technique. I like it.
He did have a problem that sounded like shedding, but he never did stop that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
One thing about little dogs, no matter how housebroken they are, how old they are, how well trained you think they are, they always like to leave you with a little surprise.
Little presents all over the place, huh?
Right,
well,
that's right.
Poor little things. They're so small they can't keep it in.
Is that what it is?
I think that's what it is.
And I'm going to tell you, for a dog that at its utmost, the top he ever weighed was 10 pounds, he sure did pack a punch, I'll tell you that.
Oh,
he packed a bunch.
Yeah, that'll ruin your whole day coming home to that.
Okay, I got you down. Shetland Sheepdog.
Shetland Sheepdogs. Check them out. You can look them up on the internet. They're great. They look like small collies.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks a lot. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Here's a whole list of them, okay? 10 picks. Good. Let's see. From A&E Top 10 as we rate the top 10 dogs and view families interacting with their most beloved canines. So here it is from the A&E. Beagle. I guess we should put all of these down, right?
All right, sure.
Well, why not?
Why not?
Oh, Bichon Frise. I don't know. The Calders used to have two of those. Bichon Frises. You ever seen them?
No.
See, I'm not into dogs that are real furry, like a bundle of fur. You know what I mean?
Like a Pomeranian.
Like a Pomeranian is a good example. Like there's a head in there somewhere. You know what I'm talking about. I don't know. Those are like lady dogs. I mean, even
That's right.
Huh?
That's right, for girls.
Well, seriously, those are girly dogs. I'm not into girly dogs. I like a manly dog, like a golden retriever. Even a Min Pin is a manly dog. Even though it's little and barks a lot and is a pain in the ass. Border Collie. What about a regular Collie?
Right.
Let's put down in the Collie and Border Collie. Yeah, put this whole list down on there. Just fax the additional list to Eric. Boston Terrier we got, right? Boxer. Boxers are neat dogs.
A lot of good word about boxers in Florida. Short hair, don't shed, pointy ears.
Yeah.
Super smart, super
very
loyal,
smart.
Right, and medium size, and they don't, crap giant landmines.
Didn't Simon and Garfunkel do a song about him?
That's right. And the clearing craps a boxer.
Cocker Spaniel. German Shepherd we got, Golden Retriever we got, Lab Retriever we got, Poodle. See, I'll put it down because I know a lot of people, especially ladies. Isn't that a lady's dog?
Yeah, they're supposed to be smart, and it's not what you think. I don't care.
Ew, I don't.
Can you see? I'm walking my poodle.
I don't want to even touch one.
Right.
No, seriously, there are some breeds of dog that to me aren't like dogs. I know that sounds insensitive and cruel, and it's bad for my image as a dog lover, which I really fancy myself as being, but I don't know.
And they bite.
Poodles bite?
Yes.
Well, I'll be damned.
They're in the top, whatever it is, 10, 20 of...
Well, if that's the case, I guess the poodle is out, but we'll put it on the list, because there are a lot of people out there that love poodles, especially the ladies. 11:59 at 560 WQM. I've been telling you about Dial a Mattress for so long. Sometimes people ask if I really sleep on a bed from Dial a Mattress. Well, the answer is for a long time, as a matter of fact. And here's why. Because you won't get a better deal anywhere on the planet. You won't find a company more dedicated to customer satisfaction than Dial a Mattress. These are some of the finest people I've ever done business with. They're ranked number one in customer satisfaction because of it. One quick call to 1-800-MATTRESS, and you won't believe how easy, how simple it is to pick out the perfect bed for you, depending on how you sleep. The expert bedding consultants guide you through the whole process. These people know their product details. Couldn't be more helpful if their lives depended on it. You ever go to a showroom and they start steering you toward the house brand, or maybe a discontinued set, or a mismatch, or some kind of crap like that? Forget about it. Dial Mattress sells only the best. Top quality Sealy, Serta, Simmons, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses with no sales gimmicks and no false promises either. They've got the high-end beds too, like Sealy's Crown Jewel line, and the top models from every brand, all at low prices every day. Call 1-800-MATTRES right now. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Ask about the Comfort Exchange policy. If you're not completely 100% satisfied, they'll exchange it, no questions asked. Plus, they give you free setup, free removal. You get to choose the date and time for delivery that fits your schedule. Nobody else in the universe does all of these things. I'm telling you, Dial Mattress is the easiest, the smartest way to get you a great night's sleep for months and years to come. Call them toll-free, 1-800-MATTRESS. Be sure to mention Fat Boy's name. They'll get a chuckle out of it. 1-800-MATTRES, or check them out on the web at mattress.com.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Asshole.
Don't miss the hottest movie of the year. The special effects are groundbreaking. The acting magnificent. The cinematography incredible. Then there's the plot.
You see, machines have taken over the world, and we're all enslaved by the Matrix, except the guy from the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure movie and the guy who played Ike Turner. So what's really happening isn't happening at all, but it is, but it's not. Now they're free, but are they really free? Everybody once in a while is not so free so much. They wear black leather outfits and sunglasses, and they do freaky, sick kung fu tricks. Agent Smith, who died in the first movie, is back, but now he can copy and paste himself in and out of the Matrix, kind of like a really fancy WordPerfect program. Plus, the chick who plays Trinity is all tricked up good, and you can see her butt.
The Matrix Reloaded. May we suggest you get loaded before you see Reloaded. Otherwise, you won't have a snowball's chance in hell of understanding Reloaded. Then they have another movie called Matrix Revolutions, which is actually the second half of this movie, Reloaded. Then again, none of it's really happening anyway. But is it? The Matrix Reloaded.
That sounds like the guy that did that low blow bit, doesn't it?
Yes, it is.
1202 at 560 WQM. The two best dogs I've ever had, according to this facts, are, and we got them both on the list, Boxer and a Boston Terrier. See, now to me, terriers are like little yippy dogs. You know what I mean by that?
Yippee-ki-yay?
Yeah, yippee-ki-yay-cow. You know what I'm talking about. Right. They're like yippy, yelpy, snappy. Am I wrong?
No, they aren't.
Well, like I told you, Skippy, my first dog when I was a little kid, he was part Pomeranian, part Fox Terrier. I don't think the Pomeranian was like real bad.
We have a yappy Skippy here in the building.
Yeah. I heard he's a nutcase is what I heard. I heard he's a nut job. Now, who was it that was bitching him out? Oh, the Water Nazi. We didn't put that on the air. Water Nazi was bitching Skippy out last week one day, which I don't understand why, because even though he's a retard, he's he means well. Wouldn't you say? Oh, no. Like I said, when it comes to Skippy...
He's an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't say he's competent, but at least he's not... Well, okay, he's a QM sales guy. That speaks for itself. Boxer sounds interesting. I don't know. Boxer's a nice dog, like you said.
They're pretty, and everyone that I've spoken to who's ever had one only raves about them. Great temperament. Right, great temperament.
Speaking of Ryan Philippe, says this fact, have you ever seen the modern-day remake of Dangerous Liaisons called Cruel Intentions? No.
Yes, don't see it.
Don't see it?
Don't.
I'm also going to try one more time to get you to see Brazil. If you watch this while thinking of all those people who call you about the Patriot Act, how they're willing to give up some of their freedoms for the sake of safety. Brazil.
Yeah, I saw it.
And? Don't see it. No, I don't have time. With this list that I'm making again, look, I got Resurrection, Way of the Gun, Shallow Grave, Training Day, Legends of the Fall, House of Games, $20 Bill, Magnolia, I got a long list of stuff, Trapped with the Kevin Macon Bacon. I don't have time for marginal movies. I only want greatness. You know what I mean?
Right.
Greatness. Also, the guy from Memento was in a remake of The Time Machine, avoided at all costs. Okay?
Yes.
Oh, here you go. Here's another one for our list. Pugs. Now, see, that's not my kind of dog at all. Yeah. With a flat face like that?
Right.
They look like they ran into a wall or something?
Jowls, man. Pugs?
Pugs?
No, you're
jowly.
Bulldogs.
Yeah, them too.
Pugs are
no
nothing like
bulldogs. Put bulldog on the list too, just for the fun. I don't like bulldogs.
No.
Now, see, I think what I'm coming out of the closet as here today, a selective dog liker. I mean, I do love dogs, and like, you know, if somebody had a dog and they brought it by, no matter what kind of dog, I'd pet it and, like, you know, pretend to be nice to it. But it's like people. Some people you like better than others, and some people you'd like to pet more than others, and some people they're okay, but you're not that crazy about hanging around with, right?
Yeah.
I see a lot of similarity there, you know. Like, for example, right in that building. Let's see. Eric Rudolph's family spent time in Homestead, as this says this fact. Well, there's always a fluid connection to everything grotesque and nasty. Oh, look at this. A Jack Russell Terrier. They're very, very good. My first dog, and she's great, or an English Bulldog, it says. Like, we got Bulldog. Jack Russell Terrier. I can't imagine I can't think in my mind. I've heard so much discussion about that.
Right.
Right? Remember that? Mm-hmm. What is that?
I don't know.
I bet you if I did if I had a break longer than 30 seconds, I might be able to go on and do a search on the net. But now I can't do anything. This sales department of ours must have watched Glengarry Glen Ross about a week or two ago. Man, I'm serious. Bring Alec Baldwin in there and tie those bastards to a goddamn desk and let him just cuss their ass out. In fact, just for old time's sake, bring back Roy. He deserved it. He was another rocket scientist. Look at all the different sales holes that we've been through at IOD, at this station, I think back over the years, some of the other places. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
By the way.
Yes?
Jack Russell Terrier is a beautiful dog.
Is it?
Beautiful dog. If you see it, you know what it is immediately. I mean, that's a gorgeous
I've heard so
dog.
much discussion about that, and I even remember reading a thing on the internet about where that came from, the name and the whole... We talked about that a long time ago. I mean, you know, let's face it, folks, when you've been on the air for 100 years like I have in this town, is there anything we haven't talked about?
No.
Other than who I'm dating? I mean, other than that, here's the poll. What's the best breed of dog for a pet? And this isn't going to go over all that big because it's not exciting, you know? Because I'm thinking of getting another dog. I know I shouldn't be talking about that out loud because then my mother will be calling and bitching me out and, you know. See, dogs are, as George has discovered, dogs are responsibility, and they, like, tie you down a little bit, and they, you know, but now that we found that Doggy Heaven place, what's the name of that place? Bark Avenue, Pet Resort. Now that we got that, I don't have to worry that if everybody's out of town, there's nobody in the house, that, you know, we don't have a place to take the dog. Because that one bad experience I had with my two dogs there, oh, that was bad. That was really very unfortunate. That was sad. That was sad, Dr. West. Boy.
I just
You know how
sent
there's... Huh?
What? I just sent you a page of all the dog breeds. You click on the breed and it'll show you stuff.
What do you mean by that?
When you open your email, there'll be an attachment. It's a page.
Oh, it's on the email?
It will be soon.
Oh, speaking of email, how are we doing on our third Hot Couples contest? I think we're off to a kind of a lame start on that.
One more today.
Yeah. Do I have it?
Yes.
Well, one more in addition to what?
Oh, like I said, one.
Because the other one was bogus. The other one was a make-believe. It was something off the internet that was, you know. Oh, look at all of these emails here. I've got 8 emails. Let's see. Here's one from George. The other ones can wait. Let's see. Lynn says, check out German wife gives husband penis to... Oh, I got to get that. Don't we? It must be a bratwurst story. If it'll ever come up on here. Come on, I'm clicking on it. I'm clicking it. God, sometimes this thing is so slow. It's from y'all. German wife give husband's penis the chop. Berlin, a German woman has partially severed her husband's penis during a quarrel after sex, police in the southern town of Constance say. In an incident recalling the maiming of former U.S. Marine John Wayne Bobbitt, who temporarily lost his penis in a similar attack, the woman, 43, sliced her 34-year-old husband's member with a carpet knife, police said. They just had their bit of hanky-panky, and she went for him with the knife, police spokesman said. The bleeding man drove himself to a hospital emergency surgery. The outcome wasn't known yet. The woman probably should have driven to a nearby bar and tied one on. The woman fled to a restaurant where police arrested her. She was later released. Police said the motive for the attack was unclear. In 1993, surgeons managed to sew Bobbitt's penis back on after his wife cut it with a carving knife while he slept and threw it out of the window. He later turned porn actor with his stunt-looking penis. 5670560. Now, what was the movie I told you Ron Jeremy was in? Speaking of stunt penis.
Oh, that Rules of Attraction.
Oh, no wonder I'm not going to go see it.
I'm not going to finish seeing it.
I'm looking on the internet. We're talking about different movies before the show, and here's Rules of Attraction. And I'm looking at the cast, and some of the names are familiar. Faye Dunaway's in it. And then I see Ron Jeremy.
Oy!
And I thought, fat. Oh, my God. There is a man. You talk about one of the luckiest people on the face of the earth. Here's a lady in Kendall. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good. I'm so glad you're back at your old time.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you about my dog. I've had, quite a few dogs. I purchased dogs, and then I found dogs. But the dog I have now, a girlfriend found for me, she's a Dandy Dinmont Terrier. She is the best dog. I mean, all my dogs have been good.
Yeah.
But she is so good. She's sort of like, in a way, like the way I have her hair cut, she looks sort of Benji-ish. But she's I get a lot of compliments with her. For example, like lots of times I have to work on South Beach, and I would have to take her with me because I can't like leave her home for 12 hours at a time. And and on South Beach, of course, you meet people from all over the world as well as locals. I have so many people who come up to her and just want to pet her and love her. It's unbelievable. My sister, she keeps prompting me to want to make a will. I think she wants to adopt her. She's just a great dog. She's not a yippy dog. Now, you've mentioned like some like the Boston Terriers, and then you've mentioned what was it, the Jack Russells. And some of those can be really good, and then some of them are so yippy, it's unbelievable.
Oh, how come we haven't put Minpin on the list? I guess Tiny would be upset if he knew that. We better put Minpin on. And you know what else we better put on here? How about a Doberman?
Dobermans are nice dogs.
Dobermans are great dogs.
If you want a big dog.
Right.
I like her because she's only like 18 pounds, 20 pounds max. So if I need to take her with me someplace, it's fine. If somebody wants, can take care of her for me if I'm out of town, she's not like a huge dog. But she has a great personality. She's a great companion. She's sweet.
Now, what kind is it again? What's the breed?
A Dandy Dinmont Terrier. At first,
Dandy?
A Dandy Dinmont Terrier.
Dinmont. Never heard of it.
Yeah, I didn't either. I thought she was a Lhasa for a long time, and then my sister called me and said, no, I did some research, and she's a Dandy Dinmont Terrier. And another thing is, because my friend found her and gave her to me, a lot of dogs, you'd be doing a great favor to adopt one. A lot of them that I have bought, like from breeders, have been like Looney Tunes.
Really?
Yeah, because like they're just overbred. But some of my best dogs are just dogs that I've either found on the street or a friend,
Yeah, sometimes those ones you get at the breeders are they're like the Beasleys. They're inbred. Okay, well, I got it down. Thanks, sweetheart.
Okay. Oh, and can I say Republicans suck? Can I say that?
Okay, you sure can.
Okay.
But not too loud.
Okay.
Okay. They'll come and get you. So anyway, the Republicans, Michael Powell and his other two partners in crime on the FCC, they pushed through this thing this morning as big business continues to thrive, and they're going to say, oh, did you notice the market is through the roof again today? I have no idea why.
I hadn't checked.
Because unemployment is grotesque, and the dollar isn't worth 15 cents anymore. The Dow is up 141, almost 9,000, 89.91. See that?
Mm-hmm. I do know.
NASDAQ is up 24 points, 16.19, but crude oil is on a rise too. So, what do you make of that? I'll tell you what, if you can't figure it out, call Mitch Hirsch.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
From the makers of Behind the Camera, the unauthorized story of Three's Company, comes another story of intrigue and betrayal. Millions of Americans laughed along each week at their on-screen antics. But backstage, egos were out of control. NBC presents Behind the Planet Melmac, the unauthorized story of Alf.
All right, episode 9, scene 3, take 36.
Hey, stop yelling!
Well, we're just about ready to roll, Al.
Roll this!
Take 36.
Why don't you roll me a joint and shut up!
Alf, can we just do this?
Hey, do this, buddy!
Please, Alf, come on. It's been a long day. Can we just shoot the scene?
Hey, who the are you?
I'm Max. You know, I play Willie Tanner.
I don't give a flying crap. Get out of my face.
Why?
You better take 2 steps back or I'm going to go medieval on your goofy 4-eyed ass.
Come on, what's the matter with you?
Hey, here you go. Who's the boss?
You're not the boss.
Oh, yeah? What does that giant sign over there say?
It says the title of the show. Ow!
And who's the boss?
Ow!
Who's the boss?
Ow! All right, you are, Ralph. You are.
You're damn right I am, you 4-eyed freak.
Jeez. Call my agent.
There was also sexual politics playing out behind the scenes.
Hey, what the are you doing in my trailer?
Alf, it's me, Andrew. I play Len Tanner on the show.
What does that mean to me?
Well, we had a date last week and we got pretty intimate and you never called me.
And?
I thought we had something together.
We didn't. I boinked you. Move on, Cupcake.
But you told me you loved me.
And you believed me?
Yes, I did.
Well, I am a great actor then. Get the out of here before I call security.
Behind the Planet Melmac, the unauthorized story of Alf. Next week on NBC.
Gotta see that. 12:19 at 560 WQAM. Here's the way the poll's coming so far. What's the best breed of dog for a pet? See, personally, in South Florida especially, but even just generally, I don't like hairy dogs. I mean, I don't want to say I don't like hairy dogs, because what am I saying? Golden Retriever's real hairy. Did I just say that?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, that would be the one exception. But generally, I like short-haired dogs. You know, dogs that are neat and clean and low maintenance.
And don't shed all
over the place. Mutt, 34. What did I tell you? Best breed of dog for a pet, 34, say mutt. Lab Retriever, 25. Golden Retriever, 24. German Shepherd, 13. I hate dogs, 8. Oh, brother, now it's 9. 9 assholes out there say I hate dogs. Can you imagine what great things we could accomplish with a baseball bat, all 3 of us?
I'm sure those are the same people that didn't like Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah, that must be it. Yeah, they don't like dogs. That's their problem. You know, the defining moment in that movie is when the pills aren't having the effect anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And she puts a second one in her hand.
Right.
And she looks at it.
Right.
And looks at it. It's like when the first half gallon of Breyer's Score ice cream doesn't satisfy you. I mean, Sarah Goldfarb, to me, even though the movie is in New York, to me, Sarah Goldfarb is what South Florida is all about.
Well, all those
and of
same
course,
people are here.
Harry's what South Florida is all about, too.
Right.
What's not to like? Now, isn't that Morgan Freeman that plays the guy that's with his partner?
It's Josh Freeman.
Josh Friedman. Let's see. I hate dogs, 9. Don't know. Never had a dog, 7. And not everybody should have a dog, I should point out, especially in this audience. Can you imagine some of these people with a dog?
Good God.
Boston Terrier, 5. Cocker Spaniel, 4. Alta Cockers. Poodle, 2. Boxer, 2. Beagle, 1. Bichon Frise, 1. Border Collie, 1. Shetland Sheepdog, 1. Pomeranian's got 1. You didn't vote for that, did you?
No.
I wouldn't think so. In fact, actually, George was trying to get rid of the dog. The wife was upset. And Jack Russell Terrier, 1. None yet for anybody else on there. How about the Min Pin? Miniature Pinscher has none. Tiny would be so upset. He'd take it personal. He'd feel really wounded.
He'd pee on the carpet in protest.
Yeah, he'd do more than that. Oh, my God. I bet you could fill a bathtub 40 times with the amount of pee that he dropped on my carpet over the years. You could fill up half of the goddamn ocean, but it's just one of those things. And the excuse is, well, he's a little dog, he can't keep it in. But wouldn't you assume that a little dog's bladder is the same size in proportion?
Right.
Follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It ain't that.
That would be like saying that George is short, therefore that's why he pees all over the floor all the time. I mean, you know.
Well, maybe.
That's probably not the real reason. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
2 things.
misconception about terriers. Terriers aren't yappy dogs. They're small dogs, but they're great dogs. They're feisty and they got a lot of spirit.
Yeah.
And I have 2 wire hair fox terriers, and Vicky is Liv. She'll be 15 this December, and she's the greatest dog I've ever had. And the little bitch, I can say that legally. She's getting old. She's going blind, but I would never trade her for another dog. And misconception is that if you get a dog from a breeder, you get the inbreeding, and that's not true. It's when you get them from the pet shop, because they don't give a flying F about.
Well, you know something? I was very lucky because I bought both of my dogs at a pet shop, being naive and stupid, I guess, as I was back then. And I was just very lucky because generally they were both pretty healthy and they were really great dogs. It was just luck.
You were lucky. You were lucky. Yeah. But I paid, since I bought it from a pet shop, I paid $1,000. If I would have bought it from the breed, I would have paid about $350, $400 for it. So I got screwed twice. But movie, Drugstore Cowboy was a good movie. Did you see it?
Somebody suggested that. I better write it down again.
Matt Dillon.
Okay.
Agreed. All right. Take care.
Thanks a lot, pal.
Bye.
Drugstore Cowboy.
It's got my stamp of approval.
I mean, I'm not a big Matt Dillon fan, and I still say his brother Kevin Dillon, number 1, looks better, number 2 is a better actor. But, his brother's not famous. In fact, the only movie I could tell you his brother was ever in was Remote Control. Notice I remember that this time?
Very good.
After the first 40,000 times? That was an interesting movie.
He was also in the remake of The Blob, which was actually pretty damn good.
Yeah, I like Kevin Dillon. He's a good little actor. But Drugstore Cowboy, in fact, I'm getting that today. It's on my list. I'm getting about a half a dozen flicks today.
Matt Dillon does very well in that movie.
Does he really?
Yep.
Now, what's the movie where he plays the pool, what the hell's the name of that movie? Yeah, that's it.
The Flamingo
Very
Kid.
good.
The Flamingo Kid.
The Flamingo Kid. He's pretty good in that.
Can't believe I remembered that.
They blurted that right out. I'm telling you, George, boy, you better watch out.
Yeah.
This punk is really, of course, he's not getting paid.
Just the only problem.
He's doing a hell of a job. He's coming up with answers that we could never, but he just ain't getting paid. So the point of that is we don't want you to get too big for your britches. At QAM, we really like keeping everybody in their place, before you start getting a swelled head.
It's the one thing they're good at.
And then he'll want to move, live inside somewhere, as opposed to under the overpass. He'll want to live inside with plumbing and stuff like that.
AC. Wouldn't know what to do with it.
Here's the call from the Redlands. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling to say that George is completely wrong about Brazil. It's one of the great movies ever.
Yeah, George, how do you like that?
It kind of covers everything that's going on now that's bad with everything.
It's got good things in it. It's just not what it should have been.
Well,
yeah,
what does that
really
mean?
Good,
well, what do you mean it's not
good
what it should
idea,
have been?
Bad execution.
I don't know about that either. It's a wonderful movie.
I think I'm going to get it just out of spite for George, and then we'll see.
And then you can cuss me.
Okay, it's on my list.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pally. See, he said Brazil was pretty damn good. Brazil.
I enjoyed it up to a point, and then.
By the way, don't go to Brazil, all you people out there.
No.
Of course, nobody's going anywhere anyhow. The good news is you have seen, even though it's not of interest to you, I did put it on our website yesterday, just so people would know. Air Canada's okay.
Oh!
They got still problems, but at least they're solvent. You realize that they came within an eyelash of just shutting down?
So you say.
Oh. Man, I was on pins and needles. I got up early yesterday morning, because they hadn't decided until 2:30 Saturday night, yesterday morning. Because the damn pilots union was they were the chigger in the woodpile. And just like all the other airlines, they got problems, baby. They got real problems. And of course, not only the war and 9/11, all of these things, but also SARS and mad cows and all of this stuff. So Air Canada has been losing their ass, which in a way, hey, by the way, Helen and Aileen, or whatever, I think her name is Aileen, the other nice lady there at Air Canada, they're all nice. Glad you guys are going to be okay, I hope, because they sure cut a lot of jobs. But came within an eyelash of having to fly American, where you have to bring your own, things are so bad at American now, you have to bring your own hand grenades to put in the overhead. They used to supply those. But why don't the airlines just stop with the food thing? Did you see that U.S. Scare is now making food available, for $10?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I think in economy class it's $7, and in business or first class $10 for some kind of a sandwich. I don't get it. I've been saying for years, why not just let the fast food people cater the thing? They can heat it up in a microwave, right?
Or just have some lean cuisines or
No, forget about that. You don't have to have like Chateaubriand and steak à poivre. Forget about that stuff. Just
man.
Like sandwiches should tide you over, unless you're on a long flight like those flights to Amsterdam. And KLM does a pretty decent job, I should point out.
Tombstone Pizza.
Cabin crew, take your seats. Cabin crew, take your seats. Of course, they say that about 20 times during the flight. Now, I like to see Holland. Don't go there. Just get on a plane and then turn around and come back on KLM. Pretty good experience. In business class. Cabin crew, take your seats. Now, why is it that they say that in English? Everything else they say in Dutch first and then English. You want to know why?
Make you feel better?
No, because the international language for everything is English.
Oh, I knew that.
I know you knew that, but I just want to make sure everybody knows that. So when are you going to start speaking it? 29 past noon at 560 WQAM. I'll tell you, speaking of dogs, man, they're wonderful animals. I love them, but there's no question that if you have carpeting in your home like I do, they leave their mark, okay? They put your carpets to the ultimate test. They really test your carpet's endurance, which is why you need to get in touch with our good friends at Dry Concepts. I still have, after 11 or 12 years in my house, I still have the original carpeting. Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
Especially with two dogs, one of which especially, I don't want to mention the little one, had like memory problems. You know, they forgot to write it down on their paw. Don't pee and don't crap in the house. If Tiny would have just written that down on the paw, if Leonard would have had the tattoo thing. At any rate, Dry Concepts will make all of that stuff disappear. Not only the appearance of it, but the aroma as well. Oh, God, when your dogs pee on a carpet, man, not good news. But Dry Concepts dry clean your carpet, which suck out that stuff that's nasty and grotesque way down there in the fibers of your carpet. They make them look and smell and feel just like brand new. Not only your carpeting, but also your drapery, your expensive area rugs, your oriental rugs, your upholstery, your leather furniture, all of these things. Dry Concepts is like they wave their little magic wand and perform a miracle right on your floor. And if you have a problem with pet odors or mildew odors caused by water damage, Dry Concepts will make them disappear as well. No games, no gimmicks, no rip-offs. They give you a written guaranteed price before they start the job. You can't beat it with a shtick. So talk to the professionals at Dry Concepts and let them work their wonders in your house. Call them toll-free, 1-800-248-5071. Once you use them the first time, you'll understand why I've used them for over 20 years. 1-800-248-5071 or log on to their website at dryconcepts.com. With Dry Concepts, don't forget their motto, clean today, you can entertain tonight.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Was notarized. Coming up tonight on Inside the Behind the True Hollywood Celebrity Music Biography Profile Story. They got us chanting along to their hit, Pour Some Sugar on Me. But could the song have been about sex? We'll find out from Def Leppard.
Whatever gave you the idea it was about sex? Sex, that is rich.
Def Leppard vocalist Joe Elliott spoke to Inside the Behind, along with his manager, Slappy Gold.
That song is not about sex.
Right, definitely not.
I specifically told the boys, write a song about sugar. About how much you love sugar and you want it poured all over you.
Right.
In fact, if you had to choose between getting sugar poured on you or the luscious love nectar of some hot babe poured on you, you would definitely not go with the sweet, sticky, glistening moisture dripping from the... nuts. It's about sex.
Yeah, it's totally...
It's about sex. I mean, well, you got us. I mean...
Of course.
So why, asks Inside the Behind, did they feel the need to lie?
Listen, things ain't been too good for Def Leppard since the 80s. No. We've been looking for ways to make some dough, so we're doing a children's album.
Yeah, well, we thought we could put some distance between us and Love Juices.
But the fans are gonna love this record, too. Don't you worry. The boys ain't gonna compromise.
No way. We're gonna rock you. You know, with songs like My Best Friend is Neat and Cross the Street with Care Today. And,
right.
and I must do what Mommy and Daddy tell me to.
No. There, guy. Come on.
You know what I'm doing? I want to take drugs and party.
No. We all gotta eat.
Def Leppard. A band's gotta do what a band's gotta do. But we'll all sure miss those references to female secretions. It's a big, juicy, sopping wet look at show business tonight on Inside the Behind.
12:34 at 560 WQAM. We're getting a lot of doggy faxes now, you know what?
Yep.
Although, thank goodness, so far nobody has said, "Oh, Neil, I got these puppies for you." No. And, of course, if you get one, you really have to have two, don't you?
What, for an appetizer? To keep each other company?
No, exactly. Oh, that would have been terrible if I would have had only that one of those two dogs all those years. They keep each other great company. Or at least they annoy the hell out of each other.
They conspire.
Here's a fact says, I discovered the CBC after you mentioned them. CBC, how are they doing?
Obligation. Because as Canada's oldest and first political party...
Yeah, you're out, man. All those conservatives, they're dead meat here. It says, found the video stream and shared it with your listeners during the war. Yes, we have. It's right on our website. There's a link to it. I've been watching the CBC for a while now. The coverage there is great. They give 2 points of view, and there is no sensationalism. Over the weekend, just to see how their conservatives are like, I watched the Progressive Conservative Convention. To me, it seems that they're pussycats compared to the Republicans, and if this is what conservatives are like in Canada, then the Liberals must really be great. I wouldn't say any of the politicians here are great, but by comparison. Also, I was shocked at how open a convention was, like compared to ours, where a regular schmoo can be there, and part of it no matter what they think. See, when you watch the Parliament on the air here, just like in Britain, they like, some guy will be speaking, or even the Prime Minister, and they're like, you're full of crap, and they're all screaming and pounding the thing in the back. It's great. I love that. It's fun. Mm-hmm. In fact, sometimes they're so loud you can barely hear them, and they have to be just shrieking before the guy with the flowing robes gets up and demands everybody shut up and sit down. Yeah. It says, it seems watching the CBC that Canada is more open and a mellow place.
Absolutely correct, sir.
Where people are still loud and not afraid to express themselves and be themselves. Now you're catching on. That's why I live here. It's a great place. That's why I live here, part of the time, like most of the time. The CBC reporters also seem to encourage it when they're interviewing. It's a sad on this day that the FCC is sold out. That I have to go to the CBC and BBC to get the national news. But it seems as if everything in the USA now is sellout and fake. Sad indeed. More people should watch the CBC to see how different their news are compared to ours and how much we're slipped to a fake production of everything. So I'm thinking of checking out Canada to see what it's like. I've lived in South Florida all my life, and it was bad in the past, but now it's much worse. I've got a cousin who lives in Vancouver. I may go there, also Toronto, Montreal, to get a feel for Canada. Question, are you thinking about returning to Canada when you're done with radio?
Yes.
Oh, I would do the same I'm doing now. I live in here part of the time, part-time resident, and then like November through, when the winter it sucks, then I would not be here. I don't think I'd be in South Florida, though. Do you?
No.
If I had a choice?
Not me.
North Carolina sounds real good for George.
Right.
So here's the dog faxes. I've had a lot of dogs, says Joe in South Miami. None can compare to my 2 Jack Russells. He says they're brilliant dogs, short hair, little shedding, very low maintenance, super loyal, funny as Schmidt, content entertainment. Here's the key. The short-legged versions are wilder than the long-legged kind. The short-legged type can be a little hyper. I've had them both, and the long-legged type is a no-brainer. You'll love them. A long-legged Jack Russell Terrier, says this guy. Okay?
Okay.
Expensive little dogs, not that you care, but...
They're what?
Expensive little dogs.
What do you mean by that?
They're expensive. I actually looked into getting one a long time ago when I, actually had a job that made money.
Yeah.
What's expensive?
$1,000.
For you?
Yeah. That's why I kept looking.
This is a guy that can't even afford dog food with what he's making now, who's not going to get paid on the 10th of June. Did Clarence come in and give you a kiss on the cheek and make up and tell you he's going to take care of that? Huh? Clarence ain't taking care of it?
She's a liar.
Yeah, that bitch. Here's a fact says the best dog breed in the world is Keeshond. The breed is the national dog of Holland, barge dogs. 40 pounds of love, very, very sensitive, never a bad attitude, never a bad day. I have 2 of them. Never a bad day. Why do I get the feeling there's never been a bad Tom Ripley day? Remember that?
No.
No, because you didn't see that movie and you won't watch it. Talented Mr. Ripley?
Right. No.
Gwyneth Paltrow, she says, Tom, why do I get the feeling there's never been a bad Tom Ripley day? Something like that. You did it, Tom. You did it. Good movie. You just don't want to see it because of the fag element, and I'm telling you, you'd like it. It's an excellent movie.
That and everybody I know said it sucked.
No, it did not suck. The Talented Mr. Ripley sucked.
Oh,
Matt Damon might suck. In fact, I'd buy that. What?
That's what Ben Affleck. And if it comes on cable for free, I'll watch it. How's that? When it rotates around again.
Here's Trish, who says, my favorite dog is the Rottweiler. Get that on there, Beaner boy. Rottweiler. They're wonderful dogs, very protective and great with children. Very misunderstood dogs. Believe it or not, the Cocker Spaniels are not good with children. Really? I thought all the Alta Cockers were good with little kids.
No, history of bites.
Spaniels,
really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cocker Spaniels bite.
And Springers.
And so do
Springer
Chows.
Spaniels bite.
So do Chows.
Chows bite?
Bad.
Notorious.
Bad.
Beautiful dogs,
yeah.
Black tongue, really great.
Yeah.
They bite
wait a
everything.
minute. Black tongue?
They have a black tongue.
Have they been taking Pepto-Bismol? That's right. Pepto-Bismol don't make your tongue black. It makes your black. I forgot that. Well, Michelle says, and that's a little message for you people out there. If you ever take Pepto-Bismol, which you shouldn't because it's really bad stuff, but if you do take it, it makes your black, so don't get all panicky. Do you ever have that happen?
Not today.
Good. Michelle says, well, I'm asking you, you're always got an upset stomach and crawling around on the floor and puking your guts out. It's probably from all those, well, I don't want to say anything about drugs again. From all that bad stuff.
I only take good drugs.
Come on, Sarah. It's time for a couple of blues, sweetheart. I'm going to watch that again. I know I got all these other movies on my list. I got to watch that again. I'm obsessed. In fact, if you tuned in late, the first hour of the show, we started something new today. Every day between 10 and 11 until we run out of movies. What year is that going to be? 25? We'll take one movie and take a poll on it. Now, the homework assignment, see, this would be good if we could get people to go out and rent these movies today and then, like tonight, they could watch it. Because otherwise, we're just going to be stuck with those people who have already seen it. Tomorrow we'll do Glengarry Glen Ross. Believe me, if you're a sales hole, if you know salespeople, if you work with sales holes like we do, this is a movie you got to see, Glengarry Glen Ross. But we took the poll on Requiem for a Dream today. We had 75,000 votes, and every one of them said Neil is right. The movie's great. Isn't that what it said?
Right.
Michelle says, I'd like to suggest the Rat Terrier. Do you ever hear that?
I'm confused because in some of the stuff that I'm looking during the break here, I see the Jack Russell Terrier referred to as a rat terrier. Now, that could be a mistake or what?
Well, wait a minute. It says the dogs have short hair and pointed ears. I love my rat terrier. There is no way in hell I would suggest a Jack Russell Terrier. Those dogs are crazy.
I'm confused.
I see. And it says, here's some information on rat terriers, just in case you think it's a joke because of the dog's name. And there must be another sheet that Michelle sent, or maybe it didn't come through. The info.
Thought I faxed everything.
No, you got a sheet there with the info on the rat terrier. Let's get with it, okay? I still like the idea with the chicken on the leash.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
Well, my dog almost died, and that's 'cause he tried to eat a toad for breakfast today. He started to foam and he started to moan and his eyes rolled around in his brain. So I came into work, had to deal with some jerks. All these mung brains were causing me pain. Miami was chronic, Allendale catatonic, and Palm Beach had more brains.
Okay, if you hear the dial tone in the back, I'm trying to fax you that thing, Phil Saltzman's number.
Okay. And
just as I started to find, there it goes. It's going through. 12:43 at 560 WQAM. Here's the information from Michelle. Let's see. Considering a Jack Russell, see comparison chart. Oh, there are like more pages coming? Or is this just it?
This was the only thing that I thought was what I didn't fact.
The American Rat Terrier. A natural hunting ability. And of course, I'm looking at the picture and you can't, the 18th generation I finally get here. Can't really make it out. In Northern California, rat terriers hunt deer in the canyons. In the southern section, they participate in dog circuses. In the southeastern states, they're synonymous with squirrel hunting. Some state and local police departments use them as drug-sniffing canines. Oh, good. I'll bring it to work every day when I'm down there. Can check out George every day.
He can help me go look.
Maybe Sarah can hook you up with her diet doctor. Hey, doctor.
Or I could just call Linda Energy.
Have you ever wondered how come so many diet doctors have skinny people come into their office every day?
No, I don't.
Couple of days?
I know.
49 people say a mutt is the best breed of dog for a pet. 49 say a mutt. 40 golden retriever.
Oh!
Yeah! Labrador retriever 33. I hate dogs 16. Boy, would we like to beat the crap out of you people. I don't understand that. How can there be people who hate dogs?
Cat people.
Oh! Whoa! Don't know, never had a dog 9. Boston Terrier 8. Boxer 7. Cocker Spaniel 5. A little nippy, cocker. Jack Russell Terrier 5. Poodle 4. Doberman Pinscher 4. Beagle, Bulldog, Min Pin have 3 apiece. I think that's what I'll probably get if I do get a dog, another Min Pin. Hey, Tiny. Now, is that permitted? I mean, can you get another dog and call it the same name, or does that make you neurotic?
Why not?
Well, if you get a min pin, believe me, you'll be neurotic. Pomeranian 2, Pug 2, Bichon Frise 2, Collie 2,
careful,
Shetland Sheepdog 2, Miniature German Shepherd 1, Border Collie 1, Scottish Terrier 1. So far, 221 votes.
So it should please you to know.
Yes.
I'm trying to find pictures of these dogs that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
There are many, many dog comparison sites like Yahoo Dogs and things like that that have pictures,
doggypoop.com,
all the vital statistics, reviews, what their strengths are, what their problems are, etc. Do they shed? Blah blah blah. Everything.
Or something that sounds like that.
Right.
Do they shed a lot? Like all over the floor?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how I told you about housebreaking a dog? People, and I didn't just make that up. It's not something that I would have done. Do I dare say it on the air?
Why not?
Matches.
Oh, yeah.
Not wooden
Yeah,
matches.
I know. You told me.
Paper matches.
No, thank you.
What?
I just, I'll stick to the old-fashioned way.
Okay, I won't do the matches then. How about those little baby suppositories?
No.
Yeah.
That's fine for the vet. That's what I pay him for. I have doggy
No, I'm
insurance.
talking about housebreaking your dog. Your vet isn't going to housebreak your dog.
No, I'll do the old-fashioned way.
When you take your dog and you take it outside when it's a little puppy, and you insert the little baby suppository. And, of course, then, right outside.
I know.
Huh?
No, thank you. No shortcuts for me.
What do you mean by that? It's a hell of a lot better than laying papers down and finding out they got a bad aim or something.
You have a little zone or a big box or something like that.
And then you get Leonard to come by and you write on their paw, don't do this inside, do this outside. Things like that.
Housebroken. Lots of dogs. I'll just stick to that method, thank you.
Don't let me forget, on Wednesday we'll do Memento in the 10 to 11 hour. Memento.
Okay. Write it on the...
Yeah, write it on your arm between now and Wednesday to go out and rent Memento. And don't be one of the... See, one of the problems is we got a lot of impatient people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that some of these people, if they go to a movie theater to see a movie, these are the people that walk out like 20 minutes into the flick. You've seen people like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this ain't for me. Just like that. Oh, I watched the first 10 minutes and it was so boring. Which I don't buy that, but even assuming if you just stick around and you'll find out it really gets great, okay? You impatient bastards, you. Here's a lady in Miami Beach. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Hi, how are you?
How about a Basenji?
A Basenji?
A Basenji for a dog.
Defend me?
How do you spell that?
Basenji. They're African dogs. They're short-haired. They're very easy to take care of. They don't shed. They love the heat. They clean themselves like a cat, and they don't bark.
They don't bark at all?
They're barkless dogs by their breed.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I have one. They're the best dogs. They're quiet. They're really muscular.
Well, what about if somebody's trying to break into your house at 3 o'clock in the morning?
No, they make this yodel noise.
The yodel?
Yeah. Oh, they're adorable dogs. They're very clean and neat. They love the heat. You can leave the dog outside. They'll lay in the sun. And they're quiet and they'll snuggle with you.
How much do they weigh?
20 to 24 pounds.
Oh. So they're not like real tiny dogs. They're like in between.
They're in between, but you would love to have one.
Okay, I got it down. I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Basenji. Well, I tell you, there's so many different bizarre breeds of dog that most of us never heard of before. Right. And if you were to go to Europe, which of course you won't, not with what you're making, but if you were to go there sometime and you'd be amazed. I don't know if they're like they have different breeds or if they're just mongrels. And the dogs too, I'm talking about.
Both, I'm sure.
5670560. Now in Germany, I did see a lot of dachshunds.
Yeah.
And German shepherds. But I guess that makes sense, don't it?
And dogs too.
Don't be knocking the people in Germany, man.
Oh, I know.
At least the ones under 40. The ones over 40, you can have them.
They'll make you pay.
But the ones under 40, oh my goodness, what is that all about? Seriously, Cologne, Germany is a place you mark it, write it on your arm, get a tattoo. Before I die, I'm going to Cologne. And write it the way they spell it, Koln, okay, with the 2 dots over the O. Got it?
I don't want to get an arm tattoo about Jimmy.
Now let me ask you this, because I noticed in the movie in Memento he was tattooing some of his own stuff.
Right.
Like don't answer. He found that don't answer the phone was under the. Why was that under the bandage?
Because that was a fresh tat.
I see. So if he had a fresh tat, he put a bandage over it, and I guess he forgot to take the bandage off.
I guess.
He had a little bit of a memory problem, this guy Leonard.
A little.
Just a little one. And because he was going to the tattoo parlor all the time. But didn't he have to write himself a note?
How did he remember to go to the tattoo parlor?
No, but when he went to the tattoo parlor, didn't he have to write himself a note as to what he was going to get tattooed?
I don't remember.
It's special notes. It's the special notes. I guess he puts a little asterisk next to them, and those are the ones that he needs to go to the tattoo shop for.
See, that's why I see it again, because I was confused.
Like Teddy. Don't trust him. Don't believe his lies. Yeah. Don't believe his lies. 5670560, pound 560 on it. And I know that there are a lot of people in this audience, and a lot of you. If you were to watch that movie, you'd bitch us out. You'd say, I rented it, I bought it, and I watched the first 5 minutes, and I just heaved it out the window. I'm using it as a goddamn coaster now. Because it just sucks. But you have to have patience. You have to stick with it. And then you realize that your brains are going to be fried by the time you get finished, but it's well worth it. Here's a call from Orlando. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I have a dog for you. It depends on what your definition of a good pet is.
Yeah.
I like lap dogs, and I'm a big guy, but I have 2 Chihuahuas.
Oh, too small and too nervous for me.
Well, I have one that's good. Oh, and glad you got your Pomeranian back, George.
Thank you.
My one Chihuahua, the bad one, her name's Nikki also. So, but one of them's well behaved. And, I probably got you some listeners, Neil. I was on the internet the other night. I listened to Pharrell. He's great, by the way.
Yeah.
And, I found somebody up in New York, and he had all these bits like the Grease Man and Ron and Fez, and I was trying to find Ron and Fez. They got blown out of New York also. And he had some sound bites, and he was looking for Pharrell. So I emailed him and told him to check out neilrogers.com, and he emailed me back and said, thanks a lot. So you probably got a listener there.
Excellent.
And in closing, I thought Keyshawn played for Tampa Bay.
Okay, thanks, Pally.
Okay.
Quit while you're ahead. Look at this. 13 emails. How can I have 13 emails on here?
We've been ganging up on you.
Yeah, I sent you a couple.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Here comes a picture from George. Oh, isn't that cute? That's my kind of dog. The Jack Russell Terrier. That is one of my favorite little dogs. I've seen those.
Yeah, they're cute.
Those are great. But this is the long-legged one. Now, is that the short-legged one, or is that just like a little puppy? Because that one next to it I'm a little bit nervous about.
Sorry, I didn't specify. No, I think that's a puppy.
Oh, that's a great little dog.
Famous dogs. They're in a lot of movies.
Let's see. Miguel. Oh, Miguel's sending me more stuff that also won't know. Start date for, okay, great. You're the best, Miguel. You're okay. You're fair. By the way, tell Miguel I'm coming back tomorrow, just to make him nervous. And I'm going to breathe all over you, Miguel. I'm going to breathe on you. Okay, Lynn has emailed me 75 times, but I don't have time right now. Let's see. Carlos. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back to that one, because it says, I know you'll make fun of me. Okay. And you know me. Standard poodles are great dogs, says Lynn, saying they're smarter than many people I've known. Well, that can be said of almost any dog. They're not little yappy ones. They're the big poodles. Standard poodles.
Right.
Also, Resurrection is a great movie. You might also want to check out Repulsion. Anybody seen Repulsion?
No.
That also must be about salespeople. Now, what's the one I said I haven't watched yet? Oh, the cannibal one. Ravenous. I've got that in the other room. I haven't watched that one. It's the only one I bought that I haven't seen yet. Besides Kids and Gummo.
Bring those down with you, please.
I'm going to bring those down and stuff them up Beaner Boy's ass. This is cute. We got a fax here. It says, best dog as a pet, up dog.
What's going on?
Can't imagine what bit we're playing next. So Lynn likes poodles, okay, standard poodles. Well, to each his own, okay? I'm just not a poodle guy. It's okay. Don't take it personal. But I'm just not a poodle guy. Okay, let's go back to the inbox while Neil checks his emails on the air. Kind of like Hank doing his bookie while he's in the middle of his show. Pair of Jack Russells from Beaner Boy. Here we go. Here comes the picture. Oh, those are great. Those are wonderful little. Oh, the one on the right is ugly.
Yeah, well.
Huh?
Don't get that one.
No, I want the one on the left. He's cute. It's cute. But the one on the right is, I don't know. They're kind of like strange shape, though, aren't they?
Some of them are. I don't know what's the difference. I saw both kinds. I saw ones with like really perfect
they're
little
like
faces.
not in proportion.
And then there's
you know
others that are like that.
Oh, here comes the Keyshawn. And he's right. He's wearing, what number is Keyshawn wear? 13?
According to them,
no, he don't wear that.
Kaysen.
Kaysen? Look at that. It's Casey Kasem. I don't see anything.
They're beautiful dogs. They're larger than
Keyshawn.
Pomeranians, but a lot of similarity as far as like the mane and the face shape and everything.
There's a breed called a Keyshawn, Keeshan. I don't know if
Oh,
that's
this one's too
pronounced
complicated.
Keyshawn.
I don't have time for this. I got to go and open the file and fart around. Don't you realize it's only a 4-hour show? I'm sure the audience is excited as Neil checks his emails. Check along with me, okay? Take a look at the picture. 5670560. Here's a Cooper City call. Hello.
Adopt a greyhound. I have 4 of them. They're the greatest dogs. They're short-haired. They don't bark. 40-mile-an-hour couch potatoes.
You know who that is, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs help. Although he does have a good point. That is, a lot more people should adopt a greyhound. Everybody says, well, not everybody. Some people tell me that they're nervous and high-strung.
Yeah.
They are?
That's what I've heard.
Oh. And other people say they're great pets. But the sad part of it is that you really should, a lot of you should adopt a greyhound to keep it from getting the gas. Okay? Because I understand that you people in the dog racing business, you're in denial. You don't want to admit what goes on in the breeding. And, of course, if they run real fast, that's great. And if they don't run fast enough, bada bing, you know? It's very sad. That's tragic. That's a real disgrace. You know who used to be in the dog racing business?
Hank?
And I only mentioned it in passing. Tom Jicka.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Pal, this is Rosie O'Donnell, and the clock on my stomach says it's the Neil Rogers
1 to 2
hour. And away we go.
To the net.
Hey, man.
Hey, who's this?
It's Jeff. Hey, I was in your restaurant, and it smelled like Up Dog.
What is Up Dog?
I don't know. What's up, G? Yo, yo, yo. Get it?
No.
Okay.
Richard speaking. Would you like to place a catering order?
Hey, Richard.
Yes.
I was in your restaurant, my wife and I, and she was commenting, as I was, that it smelled like Up Dog.
Like what?
Up Dog.
What is Up Dog?
Nah, what's up with you, G? Get it?
Arriba, hello?
Yeah, hi, Gesundheit. Hey, I was in your place, and it smelled like Up Dog.
What's Up Dog?
Not much. What's up with you, G?
Yeah, what's up, dog? What's happening, dog? Yeah, not much, yo.
I'm busy. What you want?
Your place smelled like Up Dog.
Okay, bye.
Get it?
Taco.
Yeah, hey, how are you?
Good.
Hey, I was in your place, and it smelled like Up Dog.
What is Up Dog?
I don't know. What's up with you, G? Get it?
Okay, 102 at 560 WQM. It's our big 1 to 2 hour. We took a poll in the first hour today, between 10 and 11 o'clock, about that movie, Requiem for a Dream. 172,000 votes, and they all said Neil is right. It was sensational, one of the all-time best. Now, Wiener Boy, let me ask you this question. How many Jack Russell Terriers do I need to see? How many pictures did you send me?
Oh, 2, but I doubled up on the second one.
Huh?
I was only supposed to send you the second email. The first one was a mistake.
Jesus, I've got like 75,000 emails here. Where's the picture of those contestants, he asked. Non-topless.
Right, they sent us 2 options.
Huh? Oh, it's another one. I gotta potchkey around and open the file and fart around with that. I don't have time for that now. Don't you understand? I guess I'll have to wait and go through all of these after the show in about 10 minutes. 5670560 #5. Oh, here's another picture. Wait a minute. One moment, please. Oh, it's the Jack Russell Terrier. Yeah, put the Jack Russell Terrier on our hot couple contest. Here's a lady in Cooper City. Hello. Hello? Lady in Cooper City is gone? Hello? Hola? Gone. She's long gone. 567-0560. See, the problem is I can't get anything done here in between the breaks because there are no breaks. I got news for you. Once they clean out your sphincter tomorrow, Muff, you better get in there and go back and beat the crap out of that scran bitch. You better get Alec Baldwin in there and straighten that sales department out. I have a feeling that you were right before. There's something going on with these, with the time changes of the shows.
Yeah.
That they left them kind of holding El Sacco. And nobody knows which spot is supposed to run where, but that's their problem. But in the meantime, it makes for a format from hell. Cindy says if you want a smart, lovable, calm dog, get a Bouvier de Flanders. Bouvier. My dog Oliver came from Belgium and is so smart he rings a bell to go outside to do his job. He rings a bell to go outside and take whatever he wants to take. A number 1, 2, or 3. I bought him from Claire McLean, who wrote a very good book on this breed. They have long hair, but I keep his short and they look like bears. They look like bears? A Bouvier de Flanders? I'm also faxing you a Herald Neighbors cover of a Bouvier in this past weekend's dog show. Oh, look at that. Did you see this?
I'm looking at it now.
Good luck, and even if you don't take my advice on the Bouvier, any dog you get will be great. P.S. Brazil is one of the all-time worst movies. Guess what? I just crossed it off my list. Huh?
I wish
well,
it was
that
good.
guy, maybe he's just into what goes on down there. I don't know what it is.
It was a good idea, and good cinematography, and good
poor
actors.
Execution.
And, right.
Kind of like Spinkelink. Bad execution. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. In anticipation of my possibly getting another dog, possible. We're asking today, what's the best breed of dog for a pet? Mutt, 65. Golden Retriever, 47. Lab Retriever, 45. I hate dogs, 22. 22 real nasty, subhuman pieces of crap say they hate dogs. I thought maybe there might be a couple, 22. Does that explain to you a lot about this audience, some of the calls we get? Some of the behavior of these assholes? German Shepherd, 17. Don't know, never had a dog, 14. Jack Russell Terrier, 9. Boston Terrier, 8. Cocker Spaniel, 8. 8 like the old cockers. Boxer, 7. Poodle, 5. Doberman Pinscher, 5. Bichon Frise, 4. Bulldog, 4. Shetland Sheepdog, 4. Beagle, 4. I do like beagles, but they have big floppy ears. Mm-hmm. Miniature Pinschers, 4.
Oh!
There you go, Tiny.
Oh!
Collie, 3. Border Collie, 3. Rottweiler, 3. Miniature German Shepherd, 2. Most people, I don't think, have ever seen those. Those are really neat little dogs. Pomeranian, 2. Pug, 2. Not for me. See, to me, a pug is not a dog. I shouldn't say that because we've probably got people in the audience who have them as pets. I mean, you have a pet, but you don't have a dog. You follow what I'm saying?
I get it.
That's not my definition of a dog. Scottish Terrier, 1, and that's it. And let me just say this to you also, those little balls of fur that, some people carry around, like those lady dogs, that to me also is not a dog.
Right, it's an accessory.
It's an accessory, it's a ball of fur. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. Here's Miramar. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
All right, I have to agree with you, or with some of the callers about the boxer.
Yeah.
Excellent dog, but I got to correct George. They're naturally floppy-eared dogs, but it's generally to
you got to bob the ears.
Yeah, you got to crop them. They generally the tail is docked like 3 days after they're born, but you can get a dog with floppy ears, and they look really cute with the ears floppy, or they look a little intimidating with the ears up. Excellent dogs. They call them silent guard dogs. They don't really bark. They only bark if something is up. Otherwise, they're quiet. Very low maintenance. Wash them, dry them, and that's it. No need to really groom them.
Dryer.
What? Low maintenance.
George says, pop them in the dryer, George said.
Yeah, okay. They're a little too big for that. I mean, they're medium-sized dogs. Females generally around 45 to 65 pounds. Males generally between like 55 to 70 pounds, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it on that. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks.
Sure.
There you go. There's everything you wanted to hear about a boxer and then some. Not for me, though. I don't want a dog that big. Although I might just get a golden retriever and a min pin.
To average them out?
Yeah, because you got one that's like 80 pounds and one that's 10. That's about 45 each. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T. And Verizon. See, you can't go back. It'll be like trying to recreate your children. You can't go back.
No.
You just let sleeping dogs lie. Here's Hollywood. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Neil?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Shit, been hanging up. Can't say that.
Yeah.
You're still there. Okay, listen.
I'm still here. You just said shoot. You can say shoot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can say that. Okay. It's not if. You're getting one. Don't get another tiny. Look at a Jack Russell. I don't have one. Girlfriend has one. Get the short-legged, though. You know what the history on those things were? They, fox hunting, these things are burrows. They're like, back in Vietnam, they had the guys that tunnel rats go in after the Viet Cong and stuff. These things would tunnel into little things and chase the fox out the other hole or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They can be as active as you want them to be and extremely intelligent. Girlfriend had one. I don't think the thing ever did a crap in a house. It's a 1.5 years old.
Really?
Oh, extreme. She tells me over the phone that, I'm going to take her for a walk, and a dog starts flipping and stuff, knows what it means. She started spelling it. After about a week, the dog could spell W-A-L-K.
Mm-hmm.
So she has to start, I'm going to take, for a W-A-L-K. And the dog can hear her, I mean, extremely intelligent. Get the short-leggeds, though. They'll burrow underneath the comforter in your room, won't come out unless you want to screw with them. Fantastic.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, thanks.
What I mean.
Thanks.
Bye.
See you. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T. Here's the whole history of the Bouvier de Flanders. Looks like a big sheepdog to me, doesn't it?
Or a little sheepdog.
Oh, is it little?
I
How
don't know.
big is it?
We don't have anything for scale on this picture.
No, it says about 26 inches at the withers, 25 for, and weighs 70 to 110 pounds. That's not a little dog. That's a big old sheepdog. Thanks, Cindy. And she also says, I'll read that again, Brazil is one of the worst movies of all time. Crossed it out, sir. The guy that called him was bitching you out. I mean, see, just by accident, George once in a while is right. Just like on that. Who was the one that turned me on to that movie?
Me.
See? For years. Yeah, but I'm the one that turned you on to happiness.
Yep.
So we're even. Now, what's the one with Brad Pitt that I got to see? Legend of the Fall?
Legends of the Fall.
The one where he's naked the whole movie?
Well, I didn't say that.
He's, to each his own, but I don't look upon him in that, I mean, that movie he did with that Ricky Schroeder, naturally, he was like a punk, he looked pretty good.
Hey, that's Rick Schroeder now.
Oh, excuse me. Rick Schroeder actually did some movie where he was pretty good. Was it maybe a TV thing?
I forgot what it was. I saw him in something.
I was embarrassed. I was humiliated that I actually watched it because he still looks the same. He looks like hell. Punky little kid, like 10 years old. But he was actually a pretty good actor in that movie. See, this is a problem that people have to bear, child actors. Just ask Robert Blake. Look what it did for him. See? Just ask Mo. He'll tell you. There was a Three Stooges movie on yesterday. I came so close to running in here and just putting it on cassette. I really did. I was just too lazy to do it. Yeah. There's a lot of that. Yeah. It was great. And then I thought, why should we pick on Mo now that he's been demoted, huh? And back early in the morning. I mean, out of sight, out of mind, Mo. He still don't get the message. That's the point.
You asshole.
Yeah, he still don't understand. Maybe when they put him on from like 2:30 to 2:45.
You asshole.
Maybe then he'll start thinking, well, maybe there's something wrong going on here. Maybe they're trying to tell me something. Yeah, we're trying to tell you something, Mo. We hate you like poison. 12 minutes after 1, but we don't want to get into personalities, as he always says. Let me tell you about a place where you'll love the people that you do business with, Dial-A-Mattress. I've been telling you about them for a very, very long time, and that's because I've been using it myself for years. You won't get a better deal on a great mattress anywhere in the world than Dial-A-Mattress, and you won't find a company more dedicated to customer service than these people, which is why they're ranked #1 in the world in customer satisfaction. Just one easy call to 1-800-MATTRESS, and you won't believe how simple it is to pick out the perfect bed for you, depending on how you sleep. The expert bedding consultants guide you through the whole process, and these people really know their product details couldn't possibly be more helpful for all the money in the world. Ever go to a showroom and they start steering you toward a house brand, something you never heard of, maybe a discontinued set or a mismatch, in other words, a piece of crap? Dial-A-Mattress doesn't waste their time or yours with crap. They sell only the best. Top quality Sealy, Serta, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic mattresses with no sales gimmicks and no false promises, too. They've got the high-end beds as well, like Sealy's Crown Jewel line and the top models from every brand, all at everyday low prices. So call toll-free right now, 1-800-MATTRESS, 1-800-MATTRES, and you'll see what I mean for yourself. Ask about the comfort exchange policy, too. If you're not completely satisfied, they'll exchange it for you with no questions asked. Plus, they give you free setup, free removal. You get to pick the date and time for delivery that fits your schedule when it's convenient for you. Nobody else does that. Dial Mattress, I'm telling you again, it's the easiest, the most intelligent, a piece of cake way to get you a great new mattress and a good night's sleep for years to come. Call them today, 1-800-MATTRESS, 1-800-MATTRES, or visit their website at mattress.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560, QAM.
There's a butt. I smell it. All right, welcome back to the Mo Howard and David Show on your More Mucus station. Well, we got a special guest joining us today.
Oh, no! Not Arthur Fiedler again.
That's Jay Fiedler, you numbskull.
Ow!
And it ain't him either.
Costas?
I'm even tired of dropping his name.
So how was the ratings party?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why? Was it...
Well, you see, I thought it was an all-nude ratings party. Clarence told me everybody there was going to be in the nude, so I shows up naked, and everybody ran out of there.
Yeah, 'cause she shows up naked.
Nah, he told Luann the same thing.
Oh, yeah, well...
Oh, here comes our special guest, Pharrell, right? Well, what do you know? What do you say?
You know, this here's gotta be one of the premier radio shows on the air today.
Why, of course.
Oh, the farts and the bites. You guys are a panic, huh?
What farts and bites?
He's talking about Neil's show, Mo.
Hey, let me tell you something. Watch out for that spooge huffer. That guy there is gayer than laughter.
Whoa, get a load of them hooters.
What? There's no broads allowed in here. This here's a sports station.
Ah, button the top of your shirt.
All right, is that better?
And your zippers down.
What, are my pants?
No, on your toupee.
Oh, I suppose you want to rape me now, huh? Go ahead. Everybody else wants me for their receptacle? Why not you? Here you go.
No chance, you old bastard. I see enough of these cases in Boca every day. I want your job.
My job?
Yeah.
Why, that's a different kind of rape. I'll have you know I'm the king of the station, and you have the gold. Who are these goons? All he has got out of here. Hey, whoop.
Hello, Mo.
Oh, Greg, what's the meaning of this?
These large fellas are here to escort you outside.
Oh, but Greg, you gave me the keys to the kingdom. I'm the king.
Why, of course, Mo. You can always count on me.
Yeah?
Miss Carlos and Tim, come on, Fiddler. Let's go.
Hey, get your paws off me. Drop that in tight blue.
Oh, and just one other thing before you go.
What's the noise?
Take them away, fellas.
117 at 560 WQAM. Don't forget our Hot Couples Contest. The response to this third one has been pretty weak so far, although we're just getting started, really. You have till Monday, June 16 to get in your pictures on neilrogers.com to email us a picture of you and your significant whatever. And then the pictures will be up on there for a week. And on Monday, June 23rd, we'll pick whoever gets the most votes. We won't pick them, but whoever gets the most votes will win either a 3-day, 2-night stay for two at the Royal Oasis Resort and Casino in the Bahamas with round-trip airfare on Lake Erie, or, what's the other one?
Sorry, I was choking on a phone ball.
Hedonism in Jamaica, but I don't have how long and what for.
It's on something.
Oh, it's somewhere.
It's on the website.
It's on the website. Yeah, look on our website.
We also have more pictures of Aaron and Amy. Their victory pictures are up there.
All right.
Excellent. Naked?
Pretty close.
Dinner for two at the Pizza Loft is third prize. Okay, so get with it. NeilRogers.com and start emailing those damn pictures. Very slow start. Here's a fax, and again, people like this, to each its own. I'm not trying to be judgmental, but I will anyway. I don't understand these people. The best house dog is a pot-bellied pig. And then there are those people. Pot-bellied pig, yeah. Exactly. That's their idea of a pet. To each its own. People with snakes as pets, whatever you want to cozy up to. Whatever you feel best reflects your own personality. Don't you think that's it? Yep. Here's one. It says, look up Jack Russell on the internet. The first description is big dog and little body. Rarely barks, the smartest breed alive. If raised in the house like a person, will learn to think very human-like. It's like an ongoing game of fun chess. They're also the sweetest. Thank you, Johnny. Here's a puppy 8 weeks old, and here's one that's 5 years old, and here's one that's 6 years old, and a partridge in a pear tree. I got Jack Russell Terriers up the ass here today, I'll tell you that. So guess what, guys? I don't think I need any more pictures, any more emails of pictures of Jack Russell Terriers.
You sure?
P.R. Ralph even. Huh?
I got a whole bunch more here. You sure
no,
you
thanks.
want?
No.
Sure?
I spent the last break there, all 20 seconds that I have in my spare time in the breaks, deleting emails, okay? No more. Enough of the emails. Send me some emails of naked pictures from our contestants, please, including Aaron. Anyway, P.R. Ralph says the Jack Russell Terrier is great. The deal is the JRT has the long legs, the Rat Terrier is short and stocky. Now, see, I don't get that. Because the other woman says that Rat Terriers are not the same, and she also, I'm just confused.
That's welcome.
Huh?
I was confused, now you are.
Yeah, I don't get it. So I guess I'll solve that problem by not getting either one of those. And I might not get a dog at all. That's probably, I would say about 90% chance I'm not getting no other dog. 98%.
Get a parrot.
Get a parakeet or maybe a cockatoo. What's the best breed of dog for a pet? Mutt 75, Labrador Retriever 53, Golden Retriever 50. I hate dogs 23. Well, guess what? We hate you, okay? That's got to be the crank vote of the day, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just to get me aggravated? Well, it worked. Dan from Miami Beach says, Dear Neil, I've had a bunch of dogs. The two best I've had have been a yellow lab, and now I have a miniature dachshund. Since I now live in an apartment building, I went for a small dog. A little sausage. They are hounds, and mine is a little hunter. She's by far the most intelligent, entertaining dog I've ever had. Not to mention extremely cute and cuddly. The long hair variety I have isn't a maintenance problem. She doesn't shed too many noses. I didn't know they had long hair dachshunds.
Me either.
She tends to bark at people and other dogs sometimes, but not as much as some of the other dogs in the building. I like the way she wags her tail when spoken to and her insatiable appetite. And this goes on. And actually, my wife saw Dixie first in a pet store. We went in there just to browse, but ended up taking her home. Oh, isn't that cute? Isn't that a cute story?
Mm-hmm.
It was love at first sight. Oh. There were numerous other small breeds to choose from, but she was the one sitting calmly in the cage while the others were freaking out. Come on, get a min pin, okay, Dan? Get you a cute little min pin. Every morning I take her out on the beach. She digs up the crab holes and chases the stray cats. I love a dog that goes after cats and just catches them and just rips them to pieces.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, that's not funny.
That was bad. But it's true. She even likes to go swimming in the ocean. I have to be careful she doesn't devour the chicken bones left by beachgoers. They could be buried in the sand, but she'll zero in and find them. She's not just a ball of fur and is a real dog. Thank you, Dan from Miami Beach says that she's a real dog. Thank you very much. What kind is she? Oh, a miniature dachshund. 5670560, pound 560 on it. See, I couldn't have one here anyway. They don't allow dogs in my building. Plus, what the hell do I want to have a dog here for? How would I schlep it back and forth, see?
Oh, often.
Not practical. Here's a lady in Miami. Hello.
Neil?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. Oh, I have a Yorkie poo. He's a mix Yorkie and poodle. And he's got the cutest face you've ever seen in your life. He's travelable. You can put him right under the seat between your feet on the plane. And he's got the greatest personality. He's very trainable. In fact, my dog is crate trained. I just say, go into your cave. He goes right in his little cage. And I think that's a great dog for you. It's a mix. Perfect.
That's
okay. Like a little Benji.
Huh? Like a little Benji. No, that's not my kind of dog.
Oh, but he's cute.
Yeah, I'm sure he is, but not my kind of dog. Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye. See, that's like another little fur ball.
You could sit on him and break him.
Well, when I first got Tiny, he was like about, I don't know, maybe 2-3 pounds. Stepped on him numerous times.
Oh, yeah.
Even sometimes by accident. And then, of course, when he got to be 10 pounds, I still kept stepping on him. Didn't work. Now, see, min pins, they're a lot of fun, and they're like, but they're very, very hyper, man. They're very, like most little dogs. You know, these people that say, oh, I got a little dog, and they're not hyper. Bull crap. Little dogs are all hyper, and they bark a lot, and they run around, and they like, which is fine. But when you get to be a doddering old man like me, I mean, you want a little more peace and quiet, you know?
Well,
you want one that's like real, almost in a coma. In fact, I think what I'm going to do, I got a picture. I'm going to get the picture blown up. I still got a picture of Tiny around somewhere. I'll just get the picture blown up, you know?
See, I suggested you have him taxidermied.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
Hey,
Tiny, how you doing, huh?
Less hyper.
Yeah, much less hyper. Certainly wouldn't be doing that anymore, I don't think. That's what I'm afraid of. I think he still might have done that. No, I'm serious. He just did it without even thinking about it, just everywhere. Especially toward the end.
Rectum.
Here's Miami. Hello. Nobody on line 9. Well, I'll be damned. Maybe if I went to line 8. Miami, hello.
Hey, what's up, Neil?
Yes, sir.
The Jack Russell.
Yeah.
Hyper. Very hyper.
That's what I thought.
Very smart, though. I mean, they can open doors. They're super smart. But they're hyper, and people that say they're not hyper, they don't have one.
They're full of crap, yeah.
Cute, but way too hyper. The English Bulldog, it's not it's kind of cute looking because it's kind of funny looking, but it's a relaxed dog. They don't do anything. They sit around. But they're also like 40 pounds, not small. And they do slobber a little bit.
Oh,
yeah,
not for me.
Get a little,
I know.
Little slobbering problems there.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is when you come down, go to the pound and find a dog with the face you like.
Right.
And that has some sort of relaxed demeanor, and you cross your fingers.
Exactly.
I mean,
you're right.
It's like anything you buy. It could be good or it could suck.
You take a peek at it and you hope for the best.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, my sister-in-law has one of those Jack Russells, and I mean they love the dog and it's brilliant, and they have to revolve their life around the dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's true with most dogs, though, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a mixed retriever and some other type of dog. I don't know what it is. And you just mentioned the word walk, and she runs to the front door. I mean, she's she's smart, but long hair, and you got to deal with that.
Yeah, pain in the ass.
Exactly.
Okay, thanks a lot, Pally. Thanks. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Major responsibility, man. You go to the rescue shelter, you go to the pound, abandoned pet rescue. You look them in the eye and you say, that's the one I'm taking home, right?
Right.
In fact, the deal is to get a dog that's like 2 or 3 years old. It's already housebroken, already had its shots.
Yep.
Right?
They do that.
Sure.
But they died 2 or 3 years earlier.
Why is that?
Well, you only have them for 2 or 3 less years.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
All right.
567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. I don't think I'm getting another dog. Sure killed a good show, though. I mean, it is a thought. It's something I've, batted around in my brain a little bit.
I can't believe it's Monday.
You take a sheet of paper, and on the one side you write down the positives, which I'm still trying to think of some, and on the other side you write down the negatives. And I'm on my second sheet of paper on the right-hand side of the column. 28 past 1 at 560. We got the Mad Dog 2 to 4. Hank is doing a show at Shula's 4 to 7 this afternoon. A full plate today, as the Momeister would say. We got the big 7 to 10, Eddie K 10 to 2, and Joe and Mark overnight. By the way, Eddie K must be feeling a sigh of relief. You heard that story, didn't you, about how he made a fairly sizable bet on the Mighty Ducks winning the Super Bowl? I guess in Vegas did I say the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that'd be a long shot. Winning the Stanley Cup, and they won a game the other night. Actually scored 3 goals in overtime. They won a game, which is pretty shocking. I don't think that'll happen again. But Eddie K, he's touting that he can retire if Anaheim should win the Stanley Cup. Wouldn't that be great?
For him?
A lot of pressure, though. A lot of pressure on Eddie K. Just stay calm, Eddie. Start popping some of them. Greens will be good. Greens in the morning. Orange in the afternoon. A couple of blues before your show tonight. And then purple before you hit the sack. I sure hope everything comes out okay for Muff tomorrow morning.
Rectum.
29 after 1 at 560 WQAM. If you're bald, then Fast Train can't help you out. Nothing they can do for you. If you have sexual performance problems, go to see the guy with the Viagra pills because they can do nothing for you, okay? But if you're in a dead-end job, then Fast Train are the people you want to be talking to today. because Fast Train can have you fully trained and ready for a new high-paying computer career in just 4 short months. Count them, okay? Call Fast Train 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. They've got locations all over town, so like I always tell you, there's bound to be one convenient by you. They're in Miami, Kendall, Fort Lauderdale, and Pembroke Pines. Call Fast Train today while you're thinking about it and get yourself a real career and a big fat paycheck, unlike certain people we know. 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. They offer you job placement assistance, financial aid, convenient evening weekend classes, so you have no more excuses anymore to stay in any dead-end job working for a real putz. Get yourself some real cash by getting a real career. It's just a phone call and 4 months away. So jump on that Fast Train today and call that toll-free number, 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. And be sure and tell them that crotchety old Neil told you to call 866-FAST-TRAIN, or check them out on the web if you like at fasttrain.com.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. Sanctimonious phonies who would turn in their own mothers. I'll bet you're gonna save that when a gun's at your back as they make you board that train. Right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. Well, it just ain't enough. Just have rush, filling the airwaves with hatred. The radio is permeated with the likes of Dr. Laura, Bill Hendry, and Michael Reagan. They call it Clear Channel 'cause they're clearly out to make the message clear. The right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. They're all right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. For all the table-talking idiots who couldn't get any dumber. That are married to whatever they are told to believe and worship George as their king. Right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. Well, the Democrats who crap their pants like a child at a scary movie have Terry McCullough who should go home and shut up 'cause he don't have a clue what he's doing. The Democrats have a death wish when it comes to deciding who they will run, and you can color them done if they run Joe Lieberman. Right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. They're all right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers who get indignant if it isn't them that's getting a juicy Hummer. Just remember what I said when a gun's in your back as they make you board that train. Right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. They're all right-wing Nazi Republican motherfuckers. For all the table-talking idiots who couldn't get
134, 26 till 2 at 560 WQM. I am having one bitch of a time opening up these damn emails you're sending me, and I'm not going to waste my time with it.
Sorry.
Huh? It just, I'm trying to do everything in a hurry because of these great breaks that we're doing. Can't rush it. Can't do it. Don't have time, Pally. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. 379 votes on our doggy pool. What's the best breed of dog for a pet? Mutt, 80. Labrador Retriever, 57. Golden Retriever, 55. German Shepherd, 21. I hate dogs, 28. And we find you unctuous and unacceptable. And my list of movies I'm going to go out and buy today: Repulsion, Resurrection, Way of the Gun, Shallow Grave, Training Day, Legends of the Fall, House of Games, $20 Bill, Magnolia, Drugstore Cowboy, and Trapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a dozen. That's a dozen damn movies we're talking about there. Do you understand? A lot of cash. Lots and lots of cash. Let's hope Clarence comes through better with my paycheck on the 10th than he is with Beaner Boy. Didn't he come in and say it was just a joke?
Not yet. I'm hoping.
Did he come in here and say we're just playing with your mind? We wouldn't want to screw over anybody, especially on Neil's show. We don't want to screw over one of the producers. Didn't he say that? Little Clarence?
No.
Who's too busy with the set up Joe Zagaki's ass? I mean, that whole thing with the U of M and that whole hurricane thing, the aroma, I can smell it all the way up here. It's so unctuous, obnoxious.
You went to the press tent afterwards, and that's where it's like air conditioning and people have like iced tea and everybody's happy. And then the three of you walked in there, four of you, and there was just stench.
Yeah, there you go. I rest my case. Fort Lauderdale, hello.
Hello?
Yes, I am.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Neil.
How are you?
I just wanted to tell you, I have a Min Pin.
Yeah.
And he's pretty hyper, but he's a great dog. Great
Mhm.
dog. But Jack Russell, they're really hyper.
Yeah.
But if you want to get a sweet little old lady, get a Dachshund. You're talking about just a dog that lays around and does hardly anything, just kind of eats, drinks, runs outside, wee-wee, and that. Get a Dachshund. I have 2 of those, too. But, and I was sorry to hear about Tiny. I relate with him.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but good luck, whatever you get. I'm sure he'll have a good home.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye. He'll sure have a lot of spots to go to they can sniff around, you know?
Right.
567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. I'm going to take my computer and throw it off my balcony, I think.
All right.
No, I'm just frustrated because there are some things, even as relatively computer literate as I've become, most of which teaching myself, there's some things I'm not real good at yet, like the email thing with opening these files and doing these things real fast. Like Miguel, I'll give you an example. Miguel emails here the start date for our Best of Neil campaign and the keychains, and then he says at the end of his message, write me back if you like the sample CD cover. And my message to that is, like I saw it. I mean, he emailed it to me and I couldn't open it, I couldn't diddle with it, I couldn't, nothing. I did everything but take a goddamn ball-peen hammer to this thing. Nothing. I just mentioned that in passing, okay?
Okay.
I mean, isn't there an easier way to send stuff? Like most of what you send me, I click on it and there it is.
Right, the
You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a one-step process. And
I don't know, it ought to be.
I'll
It's
see what
not.
he sent you. It should be.
Yeah, see what the hell he sent me, okay? What's going on with you, Miguel, okay? You pussy. He probably, put a filter in there, because he's afraid he's going to get SARS if I, have a direct line. Here's Deerfield Beach. Hello.
Neil, I'd like to put in my vote for a Schnauzer.
A Schnauzer. We haven't had anybody mention that today.
Schnauzers are among the favorite terriers. They have all the qualities of a terrier breed. They have a short, wiry coat, which is great for hot South Florida weather. They don't shed. They are feisty dogs, but they're not crazy dogs like some of the terriers. And all 3 sizes of Schnauzers, the miniature, the standard, and the giant, are known for their intelligence, their loyalty, and their easy trainability. In fact, you mentioned this earlier today. The giant Schnauzer is actually the favorite police dog in Eastern Europe and Western Europe, especially in Germany, way over the German Shepherd.
Okay.
I think you'd like one.
Okay, my friend, thanks. He says, I'd like a big Schnauzer. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. 20 till 2 at QAM.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Hey.
I've loved my Oreos forever. I've loved my Oreos forever. Yeah, they're saying it's not good to eat. And they say that an Oreo ain't safe, but I ain't gonna throw mine away. I'll hold on to the edge of that cookie and lick all that white stuff away.
Oh, I like that little strum at the end, don't you? 143, 560, WQM. The Mad Dog will be along at 2.
All right.
Hank from Mashula's at 4. I still can't see this damn thing you sent me. Topless, non-topless. I still can't see a goddamn thing on here.
It's a picture of a couple, one picture with top, one without top. They want to know. They're giving us options.
That's what I figured.
We're going to put the topless one on.
Well, you know what? I'll wait until we get it on there, okay? And then I'll decide. 5670560. Here's a interesting story. Pleasantdale, Nebraska. A man accused of trying to steal anhydrous ammonia has been arrested for hitting a police dog. Seward County Sheriff Joe Yoakum said deputies were staking out the Pleasantdale Co-op tank yesterday morning after the manager reported that anhydrous tanks used for field work had been tampered with the week before. A 39-year-old Lincoln man was seen climbing one of the tanks, opening a valve to place the chemical in a portable tank he brought to the scene. Deputy Brody Duncan identified himself, called for the man to climb down to get on the ground, Yoakum said. The man then fled into the dense brush and trees west of Nebraska Highway 103. Deputy Scott Walton and his police dog, Hexa, found the man hiding in the foliage. The man refused to comply with Walton's directions, hit the dog several times with his fists. The man gave up after Hexa bit him on his left testicle. Oh! The man was taken to Seward County Detention Center after he was treated for cuts and genital swelling at Seward Memorial Hospital. He was arrested on suspicion of felony possession of anhydrous, theft, resisting arrest, false reporting, cruelty to animals, and obstructing a police officer. Oh! Most anhydrous thefts are related to methamphetamine manufacture. No. Chuck says we've had a racing greyhound we adopted when he was 4.5. Great dogs. They love people, are not hyper at all. We now have an Italian greyhound. That's so nice. He's very cute and affectionate. He's a little skittish. He doesn't bark in the house, only in the yard when other dogs get him started. There's even a website, ItalianGreyhound.org. Do you ever hear of an Italian greyhound?
No.
It says the best dogs we owned are mutts. We now have a Border Collie / Brittany Spaniel mix. Very smart and beautiful dog. Keep in mind, if you adopt an older dog, you don't have to housebreak them like puppies, and they catch on much faster.
A Britney Spears mix, huh?
Huh?
It's a Britney Spears mix?
Yeah, it's a Britney Spears J-Lo mix. Got a big ass.
Rectum.
Listener George says, every man to himself, but, see, here comes the real story. My ex-wife had a Jack Russell Terrier. It was a terror. And what is it with this is like it's almost like a cult with the Jack Russell dogs, you know?
Apparently, I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. No, I've always known that. It's like, they're obsessive about it. It says the dog can jump 5 feet high from a standstill, will dig and chew everything to get its mouth or claws on, has the metabolism of a bunny rabbit, which is great if you're a triathlete or outdoorsman or hunter. All of my ex-wife's friends own the same breed. It's a Boca thing, and complain of the same things. He says, I love dogs, but honest to God, the hellhound ruined shoes, carpeting, furniture, dug up holes in the yard like Bunker Buster, built for speed, not for chilling at home. And his new wife just likes goldfish. Well, there you go. At least you don't have to worry about them on the carpet.
Our friend Moses says.
Yes?
The boxers are great, and his just had pups if you want one.
No. Thanks, Moses. The answer is...
No.
Too big. What's too big? If I do get another dog, I'm not getting a big dog. I told you, I get a little dog, it's like a security blanket, like Linus would carry around on his shoulder. Here's a whole big song and a dance about the standard poodle. I don't like poodles, okay? Excuse me, I'm sorry. With all due respect to the faxer and to Lynn and everybody else, poodles are great for those who like them, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like vanilla ice cream. If you like vanilla ice cream, great. Just slobber it all over yourself. Fill a bathtub with vanilla bean speck and just dive right in.
I think they're ugly.
Poodles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I don't want to say that, though, because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I think they're extremely ugly dogs. Just like I think that those little... Not like the guy that called had his 2 chihuahuas. He said he likes lap dogs. He's got 2 little chihuahuas. Now, I'm not saying they're ugly. They're cute. Chihuahuas are cute. But they're like... They're hyper. They shake. Have you ever seen somebody with a chihuahua?
Yeah.
They never stop shaking because they weigh about 3 pounds... And here they are, it would be like being a pet to an elephant, You get a little bit nervous. And there's one thing I cannot stand, it's nervous, unfriendly dogs. You go to somebody's house and they got a dog. Oh, I can't stand that. And you just reach out to pet them or just, look at them and they run. Mm-hmm. They run like you're going to kill them. Don't like antisocial dogs. Don says, oh, this is a good dog. I can't believe nobody said Weimaraner.
Right.
We're going to put that on there?
Right now.
It's a great short hair, lovable, silly German dog, sometimes called the ghost dog, silver gray with yellow eyes. I've had one for 6 years, and it's great, but now real smart. Good. We don't want dogs that are smarter than we are. See all these people talking about, oh, the dog's so smart. How about when it's not quite so smart? You know, one like for Greg Reed would be good. One that's not too bright. Something he could relate to. Yvonne says, my husband and I have 4-year-old Yorkshire Terriers, a beautiful dog with a great temper. I take him to work. In fact, we take him everywhere. He is never alone. We love him. You should consider the Yorkie breed, says Yvonne. Aren't Yorkies like real hairy?
I don't know.
No, they're not.
They're not?
No. And they don't shed hardly at all.
I'm confused. I must be confusing with some other kind of a terrier. Maybe I'm thinking of a wire-haired terrier. Is that possible?
I don't know much about those either.
Susie in Weston says, go for a greyhound, Neil, not too big. They make great pets. They come house-trained and they're big old couch potatoes, very low maintenance, and they need good homes. That's true, Susie. I'm with you. We had one that lived at 15 and a half and the other one 13 and a half. Also, cats are really great.
No.
Susie, I don't want to say you're barking up the wrong tree, sweetheart. She says cats are really great. My husband didn't want our first when I adopted him. Now we're up to 5 cats. He's crazier than I am with them. They're as cuddly as any dog, but don't need to be walked, can be left alone if you go away. You were doing great with the greyhounds, Susie. But the cats?
No.
If I could tell you what I think of cats, okay, the words that I would use would get us into deep crap. Don't like cats. Don't like people's houses where there are cats. Don't like the whole concept with the litter box. I've talked about that until I'm blue in the puss.
Cats stink 4 ways.
Oh, my God. I mean, how about your kids? I mean, it's expensive to keep that water bill going, flushing the toilet. How about just having a box in the living room? Or in the kitchen maybe, like where everybody cooks their food? Yeah. And your kids till they get about years old, just let them drop a number in the box, okay, and then cover it over with sand. Huh? Yeah. Why not? If it's good enough for a kitty cat, why isn't it good enough for a kid?
Well, the kids' poop wouldn't smell as bad.
Oh, man. And then when they pee in that litter box, woo! Forget about the poop part. But you walk into a house with somebody that's got, and they deny it. Oh, no, my house smells like lilacs. Yeah, right. Yeah, like lilacs that some cat peed on. Who the hell are you people kidding, man? Oh, and of course, it's like anything else. If you live in it, and same with when I had the dogs, it's the same thing. There's a constant aroma in the house, no matter how hard you try to, avoid it. So when you live in it, you don't notice it. But when somebody comes in, a visitor, whatever, comes into the house, whoa, you could just swoon from it, like where's the lilac spray, and, whatever the hell that crap is.
They've gotten used to it, so they have no idea how
Right,
bad
that's what I'm saying. They've gotten used to the smell of pee and crap and, all combined with that stuff in the litter box. Oh, no, it smells just like roses, like dandelions. It smells like pee and crap to me. 152 at 560 WQAM. Yeah, how about if I get a kitty cat, okay?
Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking of the things I would like to do to it. Like maybe skin it.
Fry it, bake it, broil it.
No! Are you starting again with that Chinese stuff? We already got SARS from people eating kitty cat. Let's not extend it anymore, okay? Muff says he heard they do some amazing things in the kitchen with gerbils, though.
In the kitchen?
In the kitchen, in the living room, and in the bedroom. How low can they go, folks? Now the financial group does the limbo under the lowest refinance rate. How low? 1.95%. Sounds too good to be true, but that's the number. Now you can refinance your home or buy a new home and get a super low 1.95% financing with our friends at Financial Group. Call 1-800-940-LEND. That's 1-800-940-LEND. And, of course, because this is a piece of agency copy that Todd Dreck won't retype, it says music. Oh, and I forgot the bongos. Even if you're thinking about refinancing or buying real estate, call Financial Group, 1-800-940-LEND, and you talk about savings. Check this out. If you have yourself a $100,000 loan, your payments are only $368 a month. If you have a $200,000 loan, you pay only $736 a month. So call Financial Group toll-free and find out what it's all about. Call 1-800-940-LEND and get the low rate you'd be looking for, 1.95%. Interest rates are at all-time lows, so don't wait. Call now and get that rate, 1.95% from Financial Group. 1-800-940-LEND. That's Financial Group, 1-800-940-LEND. They're an equal housing lender. Credit restrictions apply. Rates subject to change monthly, 5.19 APR.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Goldie, I fucked them out!
Up the butt.
Hello? I'm Marion Faye Beardsley. You probably know me now. It's Mimi, the White House intern. I made love to JFK. I used to lick on his neck and suck his earlobe. 'Cause that's the way he liked it. He'd grab my skirt and hike it. Tuck off my blouse and spike it. Yeah, that's the way he liked it. In the summer of 61, that's when I met JFK. Gave a hugger and had some fun. Then we went all the way, 'cause that's the way he liked it. Everybody grabbed my skirt and hiked it. Took off my blouse and spiked it. Yeah, that's the way he liked it. We did it in a limo. We did it in a pool. We made love on Air Force One. One time he picked me up from school for a threesome with Marilyn Monroe. 'Cause that's the way everybody, he liked it. Grabbed my skirt and hiked it. I took off my blouse and spiked it. Yeah, that's the way he liked it.
All right. 158 at 560 WQM. The Mad Dog standing by. He'll be with us 2 to 4. So the movie of the day is Glengarry Glen Ross, right?
Right.
With Jack Lemmon, Al Pacino, Alec Baldwin, in a short but very compelling role.
Kevin Spacey.
Ed Harris, Kevin Spacey. You know, Kevin Spacey reminds me in that movie of Ari Fleischer.
Yeah.
Doesn't he look like him in that movie? I'm not sure that's the only similarity, but...
And don't leave out Alan Arkin.
Oh, and Alan Arkin, too, is very good as a frumpy, sad, tragic, old sales hole. Yeah, if you're one of those people that works with sales holes, especially like we do, you got to see Glengarry Glen Ross. So tomorrow between 10 and 11 we'll find out. And see, the one good thing about, what's her name? Sarah? Is that we still got a lot of good work to do because 56% of the audience hasn't seen that movie yet. Requiem for a Dream. So we can make a lot of converts out there. Here's a call from Delray Beach. Hello.
Yeah, Neil?
Yes, sir.
Hey, talking about old sales holes, I used to advertise with you with Tom D. back in 89 and 90.
Little Tommy Denenberg.
Yeah, how's he doing?
He's still alive.
I wanted to email you to tell you something, and I went on your website, and there's no email link there, and they said you don't have it. How do you get so many emails?
No, these are personal emails.
Oh, okay.
If I did that, I'd have like 40,000.
Yeah, I know. You'd never be able to even open them all. I wanted to tell you about my daughter's store, but I didn't want it to sound like an advertisement. She's out in Sunrise, not far.
Well, you got 10 seconds to do it, my friend.
Okay, it's go see my daughter Jennifer at Puppy Country. She has all the puppies. You can look at them, and she'll help you out.
Where is it?
It's on Weston Road and State Road 84. Ask for Jennifer. That's my daughter. She's real
Okay,
sweet.
thanks a lot, Pally. Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Go see Jennifer. Get a dog.
Bye, bye, bye. The Neil Rogers Show on 560 WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
I feel really, really shitty.